Hello everybody, welcome along. If you're tuning in to the VOD after the fact, you might want to skip ahead about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just sorting some things behind the scenes. And if you're tuning in live, welcome. We're about to kick off with some fantastic Humankind action, and I'm giving away 5 copies of Humankind. Details in the description. Anyway, I'll talk to you shortly. Hey everyone, sorry I've been really held up. I am coming, I promise. I just, from the kitchen while I was making my coffee, I'm literally just making my coffee and then I'm coming in, I heard the ding and I wanted to just say thank you so much, Dio, for subscribing on Twitch Prime. That is so very kind of you. Thank you so much. Pushing us toward our 50 subscriber goal. And also Ben, Ownby, with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Ben, and happy birthday again for yesterday. I'll be with you in just a moment. Just gonna actually finish making my cuppa. Won't be a tick. Alrighty, thank you so much for bearing with me. God, I'm so sorry. I've had the worst start to the day, but it's gonna be great from now on. I can feel it. Uh, Thank you for your patience. Patience. What an awful word to sell. Yes, thank you for your patience. And I've just realised I actually forgot my coffee, but it's just on the bench. You can listen to me go and get it. Listen to him stomp. God, he's so furious. Stomps back in, carefully stomping around, carefully putting it down so he doesn't break another keyboard. Okay, hello, welcome along, everybody. Ben, Marco, Ninja, Naderade, Hofmeister. Who else do I see here? Diogo, Octopus, Little Cur. Bean. Happy birthday again yesterday, Ben. Rumen, Leslie as well. Hello. Kagri, Aldico, Pitt, and of course, Diogo Didi13RJ, who subscribed on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. We are live on Twitch and YouTube, as always. And as I go into load up French turn 224, my god. Let's throw us over onto the live screen. Yes! Cheeky face reveal in between. Oh my god, there he is. Look at his headset. Damn, look at his monitors. God, he's good. I'm just kidding. I don't look quite as nice as that person. And certainly nowhere near as well presented. Anyway, got some exciting news to share today. Firstly, thank you, AM Hofmeister, who I may refer to as Hoff or Hofmeister quickly, if I need to, on the fly. Thank you very much for agreeing to step up and moderate the YouTube channel. Obviously, there's a lot of riffraff here, so really appreciate your help with that. Assisting Huck, of course, shout out to you as well, friend. And I believe today is the day, if it's still the same day in your time zone as it was mine 12 hours ago when I launched it, that I'm giving away 5 copies of Humankind. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you win them? Twitter. All you have to do is like and retweet a tweet with a little picture that I made that says giveaway, and it has Christ the Redeemer sneakily holding 2 baubles. I love to add little details like that from time to time, those little Easter eggs. So anyway, if you want to win a copy of Humankind, the full game on Steam, I'm giving away 5 copies over on my Twitter. All you have to do is be following me and like and retweet. Thank you very much, Zoe, for doing that. How are you doing today as well? Welcome. And to Turtle Bird as well. I am watching you on Twitch. I am watching you very closely. And I'm just going to pin a little comment. Hey, little Kerr, 4 months worth of membership. Go you. Schedule shifting sucks more the older you get, by the way. Very true advice. The game on Steam and on Game Pass so I can finally play the game on hot seat mode. Yes, wicked. Pixelated Fanta. How good. Okay. Let us kick off with the game, shall we? What we're actually here to achieve. We are today picking off what will be probably, I say probably, I reckon there's maybe a 95% chance that this will be the last... What the heck was that noise? This will be the last stream for this game. So it'll be the 3rd stream of the game, and also the 3rd stream of Super Stream Week. I'm streaming every day this week. This is day 3 out of 5, remembering I'm in New Zealand, so my weekdays may be different to yours. Right, so where are we up to? We're playing as the French. We have the capital, which we're thinking about burning down. We have, because we're making a settler, okay? We're making one of our new settlers. Once we research... Where are you? Civil engineering, but we're gonna get bloody nuclear fission first because that's really good for our industry. That is sort of the thing that's going on in the background. At the wider level, our empire looks sexy as heck. My goodness, it's a sexy empire. We did just finish a war with the now Mexicans. Okay. I see you, Laser Bean 1903. Just finished a war with them and took Industry Central off them. They didn't name it that. I did. Obviously, the game's not that clever or stupid, depending on how you want to look at it. Go meet Brown. Very good advice. Yes. Yes. Full East Sea Border. Never eat soggy wheat bix. Full East. Oh my. Yes. Keaton Kane. Let's take Keaton Kane off Collective Minds. get it to quickly build us a unit to go and meet them. Let's say, I don't know, a horse, which is actually really close to being built in 1 turn. Come on, baby. Jumbo needs a new horse. There we go. Great. Alright, great suggestion. Let's kick off the stream. As I was saying, though, just quickly, just reflecting on our empire. Quite large. We have 4 cities at the moment. 4 big cities. I thought we had 5. Yeah, we do. We have more than 4. What am I talking about? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually have 6 big cities. And if we check across our societal screen, we made a big comeback on this last time and started to spread our filthy society across the globe. Also, our religion... What the heck? This island, it's like the... it's like secular island. Anyway, also our religion, doing very well. And we have the Wambo, Jambo, Mimbo, Wimbo combo, Bongo Wongo of... can I remember where we built it? I'm pretty sure it was in Damask. No, it's in Foodville, Tennessee. Obviously, it's in the name. In Foodville, Tennessee, just as a quick reminder, we built Machu Picchu, which is providing half of Foodville, Tennessee's food to everyone else. Is that excess food, or is that overall food? Does anybody know in chat? Doing schoolwork and watching a good stream. Hey, welcome along, White Syrup. Thank you. You were like the first in chat. What game speed do you recommend? Cherry, I recommend in general you go for longer game speeds. It does tend to make the game a little bit easier. What if you don't use the blue bird of social despair? Sorry, Johnny. Since you've been playing the French right now, you might want to speak in French for some jokes. I might, but I would butcher it. And also I'd like to know what it means first. Still prefer Machu Raichu. Absolutely. Hey, Silverquake. Haven't tested it more than 2 people in a mod. Pretty sure it's just the excess. Ha! There is actually a in-game thing where you can look stuff up, right? Is there an encyclopedia in this game? Yeah, look, here we go. What have I done? Oh dear God! Windows 95 called and they want their encyclopedia back. Oh, I shouldn't say it. No, look, I'm just kidding. This is very good. Right. Machu Picchu? There we go. I can't spell Pichu, but there we go. Look at this. Hey, how do you like this? 100 fame. All your other cities gain food equal to 50% of the food produced by Machu Picchu City. It says produced. I could have just looked at that in the game. I guess that's why no one uses the encyclopedia. Sorry, I'm in a really goofy mood this morning. It's just been a wild day. And I'm just in such a goofy mood. So you'll have to accept my apologies for that. Right. That makes me think it's all food. But either way... we need to get more food in here. So, more farmers' quarters. Unfortunately, our farmers' quarters aren't really that great. 20 science. What we could also do, actually, because we have so much stability, is just try and absorb Ashley's micropixel into Foodville, Tennessee. That's the play. That is so obviously the play. Also, we can build the gemstone manufactory here. Brilliant. We missed out on that last time because of a dumb trade deal. Get that online, thank you very much. Also, may as well start work on the uranium. However, actually, if I detach that territory, I could just build it. Oof. Tricky. Tricky. I think we'll go for the official merger with 41,000 influence. Let's send our diplomatic horsey. Diplo Horso? Sure. Let's send Diplo Horso, off to meet Brown. Hopefully a new trade partner, as you very rightly pointed out in chat. Keaton Kane wants to try and keep some space free to do nuclear tests. So these islands will probably remain free forever. However, that being said, there are still more things that we can do here. The city is still growing reasonably well. Could use maybe one more food district. But ideally, I will be producing some money or some industry. And industry is incredible. Holy moly. I'll just do all the industry, actually. Forget I even spoke. Jeepers. Diplo horse wasted all of its movement jumping into the sea, but that is all good. Extra food from the air. The mana. Ah, yes. Check the other cities overlay to see where the food comes from. Good idea. I wonder if it will actually tell me. It's unclear. So, I mean, okay, so which one is it not? It's not Animal Barns. It's not Empire Bonus, because that's civics and ideology. It's not the food from the farmers, I assume. We can check that by shifting someone, yes. So it and it's not... So it's either exploitation or district. I think it's probably bundled in with... Let's check the others. Another point of reference. So the capital is getting how much from its districts and how much from exploitation? 50 from exploitation and 320 from districts. Does it even have any food districts? Not really. Okay. Let's check Damask. 60 from exploitation, 370 from districts. They're all just almost entirely the same. Yeah, okay, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If anyone can figure that out, do let me know. I'd argue faster is harder, less ability to micromanage, less room for mistakes. Absolutely agree with Al O'Neill. Yeah. The slower the game, the easier it is to play. And in general, I would also maybe recommend you cut the player count by 1. And really the other big thing is to make sure you get more stars in every era. That's the other big thing that will be really helpful to winning the game. Everyone overlooks it. Shall we entertain or inform? I like entertaining.
You're at the end
I try. We're already on turn 227. Oh, Molt. It's been a fast one. Not even XP. Oh, come on. XP was good. Okay. Ashley's MicroPixel. Really cheap to fuse into Damask. Really expensive in Foodville, Tennessee. That's probably because their infrastructures are quite different. Let's have a look. So, yeah, Foodville, Tennessee has a lot more, essentially. So we could make this cheaper by building cheaper infrastructure. We might as well. Although, actually, if I'm saving for it anyway in 5 turns, it probably makes a negligible difference. So I'm just going to scrap that, and we'll just keep building this exhibition hall. That's going to be much more useful. Let's say hello to our little friend. 1 tile at a time. I do have this island, don't I? Yeah, I do. It's just my religion just has refused to spread there. Okay. Ooh, look at this. More conflict with the Mexicans. I feel like there's almost immediately another opportunity to strike on them. As we just swallow them up with orange. Oh, no, 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 no. We're at a city with 0 districts, still had a food count. Yeah, 0 districts and 0 population. Although we could probably take it away from the farmers. Good point. Maybe the new one is better. Back home from getting the kiddo. Make my way over to Twitch. Thank you, Huck. Much appreciated. What are the best settings for S-World to have fun? I don't know who S-World is, but I know that all girls just want to have fun. My god, he's funny. Okay, there's nuclear proliferation and nuclear disarmament. We'll probably grab those. But pretty keen to merge Foodville with Ashley's MicroPixel. And just create the most mega Ashley MicroPixel of all time. But first, a word from our neighbours! It's Tinker Bros! Tinker Brows, even. Loyal, careful, trusting. A tour operator, plus 10% fame game bonus multiplier per natural wonder owned. That is very cool. 5 stability on forest. That is actually stupidly overpowered as well. Probably a lot stronger than it looks. They like defensive borders and they're an aggregator. Okay, let's get some trade going on, shall we? Trading, trading, trading. Hey, hey, everyone. Hey, 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 hey. Who was that? Paul, thank you for following along on Twitch. What's here? Just on another tab. Me too. I got both tabs running. I'm watching. Alright, let's get more gemstones, even though they're entirely useless for what we're doing, and we should absolutely be getting salt or lead. Let's get salt. And lead. Look how cheap they were. The gemstones are so expensive. Jeepers. That's so expensive. So expensive. This is my first week streaming live on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Stream week, I'm calling it. I'm streaming 5 days in a row. It'll also be the most days in a row, I believe, that I've ever streamed. This is day number 3. Thank you very much to everybody who is joining in on either Twitch or YouTube. I love you both. I appreciate you both. I'm watching you both. Our goal for this week is to try and get to 50 subscribers on Twitch. I just like round numbers. It doesn't matter hugely. Paulamos, first time chat viewer over on Twitch. Hey, 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 hey. She's gone Ahmed Persians like me. Oh my god, she did. Why is she still playing them? Why? How strong are you? Are there new types of faith or new types of faith districts appearing from the stone rings for that obelisk? You can change the look, Silverquake, but it doesn't change anything. There are no distinct, new holy sites. Okay, so you're 5th, so you are just really at the bottom, sorry. Really, it's Orange who's my big competitor. We're 2,000 ahead, which is very good. But we still have some big flaws. Like, for example, our distinct lack of industry on all of our cities. That makes it really hard to do just about anything with any great pace. That's a big problem. But we do have technology on our side, and we're going to try and just use science to solve it, bro. Just use science to solve it. We're going to try and use science to solve it. By researching nuclear technologies. How do you change them? When you upgrade your tenant, you change them. And there's a little box that appears here. I can't show you because I'm already maxed out, but there's a little box that appears here. It has the name of your religion, and you just click a wee drop-down arrow, and you can change the look of your religion. Only when you're selecting a new tenant. And it catches me every time, Silverquake. It catches me every time. Thank you so much for following along. It catches me every time. Viewers who have been here since Humankind launched a few months ago were literally just ripping their heads off and throwing them into space because I would always want to change the look and always forget to change it. Always. So, there you go. There's a fun little thing for you. Do we have... What we should probably do is make sure that we have Topkapi Palace queued up somewhere. It doesn't look like we do. We're gonna want it probably in Foodville, Tennessee. So let's just smash it down there. Look at this. All the followers and RL Hensley 3D. Thank you so much for subscribing. You're number 40 of 50. Remember that. Remember that number. One day we're all gonna get our numbers tattooed on our shoulders. Don't do that. Well, do, but be an adult. Oh dear. Okay. Right. So, we've got Topkapi Palace queued up. That means that when we have cities sitting around doing nothing, we should put them on Collective Minds. Yeah. I was gonna say build Topkapi Palace, but Collective Minds feels better. Oh yeah, also, Twitch subscribers have the same benefits as YouTuber subscribers, which are members, which are broadly just supporting me, and I'm so grateful for it. But also, we do have a Discord, so please come hang out with us. We do fun stuff from time to time, and it's like a fun and really safe space, and a relatively small community there too, because of you know, because it's somewhat exclusive. All right, so the things we do. Pretty situational natural wonders. Yeah, the natural wonder is situational. They do tend to have forests around them though from time to time. But I really like that fame bonus though, Tinker. I think that's really strong, actually. I think that's really strong. Not as strong as Ben with a $10 freaking super chat, though. Ben, thank you so much. Ben says, so I never see any focus on world deeds or much need to. Do you feel there's a need for additions to those stars that could add some flair or need for them? They seem rather passive and forgettable. Ben, you're absolutely right. In fact, there are probably many people watching right now. Oh god, I've opened up this again. There are probably so many people watching right now who don't even know what they are. In fact, I'm looking around trying to find where I even read about them. So, for those who don't know, you will have seen them pop up. There's a thing called World Deeds. It's basically being the first to do something. The first to research writing, for example, completes the world deed. The first to circumnavigate the globe completes a world deed. Could someone tell me in chat actually where to find them so I don't spend the next 5 hours trying to click around? Please and thank you. It's world firsts, essentially. And they award some fame. I think off the top of my head it's usually 50, sometimes 100, maybe sometimes 150, but I don't think so. In my mind it's sort of 50 to 100 and that's kind of it. There's a box somewhere called World Deeds. Yes, indeed there is. They show up under the competitive deed on the Empire Culture screen. Aha, thank you, yes. There we go. Thank you to Zombie. Much appreciated. And Up O'Neill and L O'Neill as well. Thank you very much. Wow, we got a lot of people tuning in on Twitch today, as well as YouTube. That's really, really cool to see. Thanks everybody also who smashed the like button. You know I like you. You know I like you. Cool. Alright, so we've discovered it. Thank you very much. So here, competitive deeds. I've done 5. Ben, I think firstly you're right. They're absolutely forgettable and absolutely passive. They're too hidden, probably. And really tucked away, which is a shame because, I mean, at their highest point, which is 150 fame, that is a star, I suppose. So, you know, that's the reason. Wow, what was that beautiful sound? Hill Shave Hats is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Physics, Memory, Tinker, Seaton, and Wombat as well. Oh, how good. Look at that. Tinker, how good is that? Amazing. Oh my goodness. Stevie Thomp. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my god. And Huck is starting an absolute hype train. Huck with 1,000 bit cheer. Huck, thank you as well. Oh, that's incredible. Wait, the hype train is at level 3 already? Oh my god. You just rocketed that all the way up to level 3. That's incredible. Never seen that. Fame percentage boosts is a really interesting point that Hoff brings up. I never focus on the deeds, L. O'Neill. I agree. I never focus on them either. Long story short, I completely agree with you, Ben. They're too tucked away. I think they should be much more prominent on the screen here. Like, maybe even a tab down here, a circle with deeds, and that would then turn into the World Congress later in the game. It would be a massive diplomatic... Oh my god, you did! Stevie, long-time lurker on YouTube, love your work. Thank you so much. More. Huck, get out of town! No way! I bought a lot of bits the other day. Clearly you did! Glad to see you, Stevie. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That is so cool. Level 4. Or level 3. Did we make it to? Oh my god. That's amazing. Sorry, I'm overreacting. That is amazing though. Jeepers. Look at all these cool emotes. I hope I get them too. Hype wave, hype shock, hype stress, hype cry. If these don't sum up my Twitch and YouTube channel, I don't know what does. I don't know what would. Thank you so much. Just to one final point on those world deeds. Sorry, I'm so caught up in this hype train. It's just overwhelming. That is so cool. Did we make it to level 4 or are we level 4? I can't quite tell. But either way, that is very cool. Huck really carrying the hype train. Absolutely. Huck and also Hill Shave Hats with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. That is incredible. Sending all new subs to the Discord link. Thank you, Huck. What is this fight and why am I so likely to lose it? That just can't be right. I've got anti-cav. What? Imagine. Jeepers. We're just gonna try and block so they can't get to the archer. They're just gonna run around and get to the archer. Should have moved the archer away. That would have been pretty clever. Yeah. I was actually protecting this one. That's my dumb excuse. Alright, let's just get you the heck out of dodge. Bring you down here. Big stabs. Big shots. No? Big stabs. Yeah, look, my anti-cav didn't even care. Stab, stab. No idea how that was even calculating that would be a near loss. That is beyond me. Let's upgrade the crossbowman into a gunman. Absolutely incredible. Little Kerr subscribed as well. Thank you so much. Little Kerr, you are number 47. Don't forget that. 47. We are also 22% of the way through a level 4 hype train. But I don't like to ask for things. But I really appreciate that we made it all the way up there. Thank you so much to the both of you who really picked that up and have driven that train a really long way along those tracks. Do we want to celebrate on the capital? Do we want to be resilient on harass for plus 50% health regen? Or fanatical? I think we probably want to be fanatical. However, I see chance of triggering another narrative event, so I choose commandeer every time. I just can't resist the opportunity of having another mystery, you know? another what if? Another what could be? Oh my fudging Huck! Houston! You did it! Oh, Huck, if I could donate bits and join you in support, I absolutely would. Hype! I need an on-screen alert or something that I can trigger, don't I? I need to get one of those stream decks. I need to get one of those stream decks so that I can trigger a big thank you thing or something. I so do. Oh my god, I do. But firstly, Huck, look at you, cheer 5k. Huck, thank you so much. You're like the biggest supporter of the channel ever. The best mod I could ask for and overly generous. My dude, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's no reference, you just wanted to pop by. Oh, thank you so much, Nate. Hill Shave Hats, thanks for popping by on Twitch as well. Appreciate it. Oh my goodness, you guys are just incredible. Seriously, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I would never complain about what I do, but growing the YouTube channel has been really hard lately because I've been sick, and Humankind videos don't get as many views as they used to, because let's be real, not as many people are playing as they were when it first came out. So it's been a little bit like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen here, and I've really appreciated all of your support. I mean, Huck is just one example of many, but oh my god, Huck, cheer 5k. What a freaking badge. That is incredible. He'll shave hats. So yeah, just honestly, I know I say it all the time, but thanks again. I really appreciate it. Okay, cool. Here we go. It's paying off. An artifact of war. Now we're moving through into our next option. So I'm really grateful that I triggered the next event. Do we want extra science and no money, or train some units quicker? I think we want extra science and no money, even though we already have no money. I just really want to double down on science, because, actually, holy moly, we just got nuclear reactors and I didn't even realize. Yes! Okay, now we're away and laughing. Let's now move towards civil engineering. That will give us our best new city, and we can finally test that city upgrade that I was talking about last time. Haven't used Twitch in so long, I don't know what I'm doing besides using my Prime sub. Oh, thank you, Little Kerr, I appreciate it. And the Hofmeister himself. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. My newest moderator, I really appreciate you stepping up into that role. You really don't need to be generous like that, but I really appreciate it nonetheless. So Jumbo in the chat have convinced me to make a mod that gives cool bonuses to each deed you achieve. Oh no! Maybe if I had a war with the Atlas stuff. It is actually probably would be a pretty good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah, it definitely would be a good idea. How will the giveaway work? The giveaway is live right now. If you're just tuning in, I'm giving away 5 copies of Humankind right now on Twitter. Pop over there and retweet and like, and you can win a copy. It's 5 copies, and there's probably only going to be like 1,000 people who will enter. That is seriously good odds, especially when you consider that there'll be a lot of illegitimate entries as well, like double accounts. Weirdly, also, on average, I believe if there are 5 winners, something like, on average, 1 to 2 of them won't reply. So, your odds are probably even better than that, in reality. Thank you so much, Hoff. And also, Malta C, how you doing? How you doing? You're number 48. Thank you so much for subscribing. Number 48. The capital is starving, which is really bad considering we're pumping food from a whole lot of cities into it. The final thing for that event was a little bit of extra industry, which is super good, can't complain. But what I can complain about is the lack of food, and my citizens should be complaining about that too, because that is apparent and awful. So, let's try and get some freaking food. That one will actually also give 7 influence, so that looks like a really juicy one to build up. That will give 32. Okay, cool. It's going to take a long time to do this because our industry is quite low, but absolutely worthwhile doing. Giving this city a bit more food. We're full on farmers, so holy moly. Cool, yeah, do join us on the Discord, friend. Do, please do, please do, please do. Thank you so much, Monkey Wrench, for following along as well. Okay, so we're 1 over our city cap. We need to make sure that the capital doesn't starve too much. Could consider... Oh, we can't pump out population anymore. We're too technologically advanced for that. We're too technologically advanced. Hey, Vikingu Ninja! Oh my god! Level 4! Hype train completed! Vikingu Ninja, thank you so much! You're number 49 of 50! 10 subs, 4,000 bits. Great work. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. What? That is so cool! Go back to YouTube, see your friends. What a lad. Wow, that is so cool. I love this. We're bridging YouTube and Twitch into one, and it's so cool to see. It's wicked. It's really wicked. What a freaking cool little community we are. Thank you so much. We actually completed a hype train. My god, my love goes out to all of you. Seriously. My absolute huge love goes out to all of you. We got some cool new emotes. Frequently used Bible thump. Frequently used what face, and frequently used lol. Well, if that doesn't summarize the stream, I don't know what does. But actually, look at all these. Holy freaking moly. Amazing. Go you all. Go you all. It's so cool that you get rewarded for it too. I love that. Okay, we need more growth things, but we don't really need more stability things. Looks like we're ready to do the great merger of Ashley's Micropixel and Foodville, so let's do that. We're now really short on food. Like, it's quite bad. Oh, it's quite bad, isn't it? Play the game. Absolutely, Dread. Jumbo, you've got about 45 minutes. Oh my god. Huck been working yet again. We may be joined by some friends from Amplitude Studios who, shout out, are streaming right now on Twitch. I never really am able to plug them because of our time zones, so I'm going to plug them now. Let it be known. Amplitude Studios are officially, the official channel is streaming on Twitch right now. Seems unorthodox for me to plug someone else's stream live while I'm streaming, wanting to hang out with you, but they're doing it and you should look at them. Hype train is on tracks, it can't be stopped. You're absolutely right. Bypass Encyclopedia. Yeah, I think absolutely should have bypassed Encyclopedia, because now I can't do anything with this pop. We're not playing militarists, so I can't pull some levies. What we should probably do is just quickly produce a little army. I like the Great Swordsmen because they're built in one turn, but the Gunners are probably better. Although we might start with a couple of cheaper units, maybe. Couple of harassing horses, and then follow it up with some guns. Like, we might as well just train a little army while we're starving. Or we could focus on building food. It's it's a really tough call. The other thing we should probably be doing is looking for technologies or civics that can give us more food. So, let's see. Army wages, no. I don't think any of these do. Yikes. Should we just get nuclear weapons instead? Yeah. Press freedom gives us cheaper civics, so it's a really nice one to have. I'll just get that. Maybe we'll unlock something else along the way. Are we at the full food? Yeah, and we're actually at plus 10% food already as well from irreligion, so that is not overly helpful either. Okay, so Foodville TN, which was actually named after a super chatter, so it's now going to be the micropixel. Because it's just become this big merger of many cities. How do I claim it? Oh yeah, I'll send it to you on Twitter. I'll send it to you on Twitter. That's why Twitter is one of the reasons why Twitter is the means for the giveaway. Okay, Damask. Build me Topkapi Palace, please. No. Oh. I don't know. We have a lot to do. Like, really a lot to do. This city, which we built to be ahead in infrastructure, is now already stuttering. Flailing behind. Really disappointing, actually. We should probably be buffing our scientists as well, right? I feel like these districts are so valuable. +1 science on research. Yeah, like, we can buff our research quarters immensely. If I don't have that in all of my cities, I'm a big idiot. Like, what am I doing? We're playing a science game, and we don't even have a school in the capital. For goodness sake. I'm just going to queue up all of this infrastructure as a priority, anywhere that doesn't have it. Treat 'em mean as well? What are you doing? What are you doing? Jeepers. Look at this poorly managed... Every now and again someone will tune in and be like, oh, I'm a noob, I can't beat the game. And I'm like, I'm a huge noob as well. If I can do it, you absolutely can. Go you, Chief. Because of reasons exactly like this. Why do I not have a school in my capital on a science game? No problem, Huck. Okay. I don't think we'll find any new land. The Mexicans are being actually not squashed. They seem to have stopped being squashed. Macro is starving. We're aware of this. That's fine. We'll keep training these units. Probably not urgent enough to spend all that money on. Like it's just one population per turn, which is the nice thing. This unit really seriously probably just wasting its time. Come back and turn into a population, please. You can retire. You've earned a long, happy retirement.
Knowledge in a form that is codified and searchable.
We've just discovered electricity. Never mind the fact that we've already got nuclear fission reactors. But we've just discovered light bulbs. And maybe we might be able to build a fridge or something sometime soon. I'm not sure. Either way, boom, here's a world deed that we were talking about before, Ben. Nice that I got it. Wasn't obvious, though. So maybe, actually, there's also, to go back onto that world deed topic again. Love this picture, by the way, when you mouse over this. Can we just appreciate that? Very cool. Maybe there should also be something that makes it really obvious that this technology has something that can earn you a world deed. Right? Just really make it up front in the UI. Naderade, a member for 3 months. My goodness. Just wanted to shout you out, Jumbo. You're a beauty. Thanks for everything you do. I am not as beautiful as you, but thank you. And thank you for 3 months support, Naderade. Stage 541 as well. Hello. Welcome in. Johnny too. You do not have the gold for another army. We can disband them later when the city can hold their population again. They don't have to remain an army. They could also move to a different city if we really can't afford them. And you're right, it probably will push me a little bit closer to bankruptcy. So I may redistribute them somewhere else if need be. Might choose to spend the cash to upgrade this crossbow. Keep these units strong. We might also put the army to good use, though, and see if we can actually go and make some gains. Instead of just standing back and watching idle. And I think we probably beat up the Mexicans just because they're our easiest neighbor to fight. Although, this border with the Poles is one that I would really like to challenge. Just check who we're trading with. So the Mexicans... Oh yeah, the reason why we're fighting the Mexicans is also because even when we refuse these demands, they just seem to sort of like come back and be weird and glitchy, and we... Oh. Oh, and also they're refusing trade. So even when it's not being weird and glitchy, they're refusing trade. However, at least with the Poles, we're trading something. Why aren't we trading? You're not trading me either? Oh, to hell with you. To hell with you both. I'm going to take them both down. Maybe. We love the English, though. The English are fantastic. Puking Pumpkin over here. Only really got a bit of obsidian, but we'll buy it. In fact, you would absolutely accept that deal because you're desperate. And desperation is money because that will give us more strategic. So our cities will be getting more food. It's another way how we can add some food, actually. In a really important way, in fact. Right? That should really be highlighted, actually. It's really just a really important way to add food. So if you find yourself, like me, with micropixel, starving and unable to really train any units or build any districts fast enough to give it food, there are a couple of other things you can do to generate food in a city that aren't quite as obvious. The first one is you want to make sure that you're managing your civics correctly. The most obvious way to manage them is to make sure that you're moving towards worldliness, because that will give you plus 10% food on all cities. But of course there are other civics that can add food, like communal land, for example, that gives plus 10 food per number of attached territories. However, it's not just through civics and technologies. You can also consider trade. Why? Well, because all cities, from basically the beginning of the game, will have built this, the very first upgrade, the animal barns, that provide plus 5 food per horses, in the same way that other upgrades provide the same for copper. So, don't forget to have a look across empires to open up the trade everything treaty if they'll accept it, and then you can trade strategic resources and pick up a little bit of extra food, a little bit of extra industry, whatever it may be that it's providing. Generally it's either food or industry, but absolutely worth doing. Hey Leslie, welcome to the Mini Pixels. Thank you so much for becoming a member over on the YouTubes. I really appreciate it. And also Steve Thompson, who did one better. No, I'm just kidding. Steve, thank you so much for becoming a JumboPixel. And Poke Me has been a member for 3 months. We're on a gravy train with biscuit wheels now. You've got that absolutely right. Aren't we just? Thank you so much for all the support. And just as a reminder, if you're only just tuning in on either Twitch or YouTube, I'm streaming on both. This is my stream week where I'm streaming every day to celebrate getting Twitch affiliate. And also to celebrate the holidays, I'm giving away 5 copies of Humankind on Twitter as well. 5 copies, the full game on Steam, entirely for free. All you gotta do is hit a couple of buttons. Super easy. Hey, Kushal. Yeah. Wow. This is awesome. I'm feeling really stoked and really grateful right now. Thank you so much. I'm feeling really mad at the English for asking me for a stupid amount of money to trade everything when we would both benefit. They would probably benefit more from it, actually, because I'm kicking their backside. However, yeah, thanks so much for turning a pretty crappy morning around into a pretty day that's left me feeling pretty grateful. Thank you so much, in fact. Now, world deeds are really weird with the mod tools. Yes, the mod tools. Which are really still in beta. I really like your idea, by the way, Hoff. And I will would love to cover some content around mods. Probably in the new year, though, to be fair. Got a couple of other really exciting things planned as well that I don't want to spoil, but community live stream multiplayer Sunday, question mark. 12-hour live stream the following Thursday, maybe, question mark. Christmas party, they may call it. We may see. Children's rights, this is a good one for industry and science. +1 researcher's slot per research quarter. Now, we obviously benefit massively from this. +1 worker's slot per maker's quarter, though, I think actually could be more useful because it would give us more industry to build things. But it would really hurt our science because it would bring us back to +5, which I don't like. So we're going to educate our children instead of employing them and force them to be educated. We're also going to spend a bit of cash to get nukes because why not? And you, my friend, are going to become a population. Yeet. Keaton Keen is starving as well now. Pretty annoying, but only takes 2 turns to build a food district. So I'll just chuck that ahead of the printing house. Also, we don't even have max people on food. So maybe if you fix that, you might do a better job. Punk. Boom, buy that out. There's your food sorted. We're getting a lot of food from these, actually. Like, looks like about 50. So I'll just build a few more. I always neglect food. I used to, when the game first came out, I was just like, insatiable. Absolutely insatiable. Now, I don't know, I kind of treat it a bit more like stability. Like, if it's high, great. If it's not, I mean, so long as I'm not starving, I usually don't really mind. You know, like, so long as I'm gaining a pop every turn or a few, it's fine. Particularly on slow speed. On higher game speeds, maybe I might prioritize it a bit higher. But at slow speed, I mean, jeez. Forget about it. We really need these grain silos online. We really need these grain silos. I might just monitor them and make sure that they get built. But actually, forget about it. We're gonna do the burn down the capital trick, I think. I think we have to. Yeah, I'm just going to zoom in and out for no reason and then do it. We're going to build a construction team, though. We're going to do it properly. They're really expensive, but I think it's going to pay off. Yes, I do think it's going to pay off. Do I? Yes. Let's do it. It'll be a really interesting experiment, nonetheless. What we're going to do is burn down our capital and then rebuild it with a construction team, which is a super late game unit that builds a modern city. People tell me it's a good strat all the time. I don't always try it. Here's the thing that gives plus 10% food, so let's get that. Let's also get mechanization, actually, because that has industrial silos, which gives us more food as well. So lots of stuff. Yes, my cities are starving. We're dealing with a bit of a famine at the moment in the Empire, it'd be fair to say. Things aren't super smooth. Capital is starving. Yes, I know. Thank you. The rest, iron along, don't really give any boosts except prerequisites. Yes, unless you have benefits from active trade routes, which often you will through either infrastructure or civics. Sometimes also perhaps religious bonuses. In that case, it's still beneficial often to open up those trade routes for iron and those sorts of resources. Not to be too much of a know-it-all. Sorry. Your points are so valid, Zoe, and all very true. Plus 20 science for 15 turns. Looks alright. Maybe we just pump our religion, though. Nah, let's do science. We are doing a max science game after all. It sort of makes sense. There's mechanization, so I'll need to queue that up this way. God, he's managing an empire. Plus 2 food per farmers and plus 1 farmer's slot. So the slot is worth more than anything, really. But the plus 2 food per farmers is quite nice as well. So we'll queue that up ahead of that sciencey one. And, actually, we do have a decision to make. I don't think we'll make it immediately, but let's just remind ourselves. Moving through into the contemporary era, which will be the final era of the game, as a reminder, We are choosing between science cultures, right? Because we're playing science cultures only when the option is available. Don't watch the first episode. So we've got either the Japanese or the Swedes, and they're right next door to each other, which is super handy. Japanese have a little bit of an industrial flair to them as well. Cheaper technologies, a robotics lab that provides industry and science in its base yields, in its adjacency, in its additional adjacency with additional quarters, and in the jobs that it provides. It is essentially the ultimate combination of industry and science in one. Their aeroplane, I'm told, is quite good too. Then we have the Swedes. +1 science per district on all cities. That's not just science district, that's all districts. So just like how Joe gave us +2 stability, we could take the Swedes to also get +1 science on every single district. We would also receive +3 science on research quarters. I think this is particularly powerful because of how many, not only research quarters we've built, but also we have a lot of unique research quarters. We've built those every era. So there's a lot of science here in prize science. We would also get the Research Institute, which again provides +3 science per district. That's not its adjacency bonus, that comes second. That's just per district. More science per district, and it's a science district. They also have a really funky stealth corvette that I've never been able to use. Those are our two options. I think the Japanese is certainly a better, well-rounded option. But the Swedes do science really, really well. Really, really well. Because I work Sunday, Monday, but not Saturdays. I forget the conversion's forward or backwards. Right now it is, yes, it's 10:30 in the morning on a Wednesday for me. I'm a day ahead. That's right, it is stream week. Day 3 of stream week. Hi, can I get Humankind 4 copies? Thank you. You might be lucky to get one. Looking for 8, yeah, probably 6 to 8 player blitz, I would say. And those details will be ironed out over the next 24 hours. But anyway, let's run a poll, because obviously we are a very democratic society. And I love to hear your opinions and otherwise. So essentially it's the Japanese versus the Swedes, the two great science powers of the era. Who will it be? Who will IW be? What a great name for a poll. Boom. And we should probably also crank that poll over on Twitch as well, obviously. I absolutely take both platforms' thoughts, feelings, and other considerations into account. So, my god, I just saw that pop up for the hype train. That is incredible. Let's go Japanese or the Swedes. And we'll run that one for 5 minutes. So plenty of time to let your voice be heard. Plenty of time. December's going to be great. Yeah, got a lot of really fun stuff planned for the rest of this month to celebrate the holidays. I'm really excited. I'm a real Christmas person. Mainly just for the sort of festiveness, like the festive feel. I don't mean specific songs or religious connotations or presents or anything like that. I just love the feeling. The good vibes, I guess, is what it's about for me. And all of the things that feed into that. Okay, here's finally, here is something that we're after. Industrial production. +1 food slot on city or outpost per farmer's quarter. That's very powerful. It's going to shift us away from the center, which is great. It's going to move us towards bonus industry, which is great. And as much as I would love to pick up the extra trader slots, we need food. So let's nationalize our industries.
Control of vital products and
Sure.
resources.
And I'd also like to maybe open up some other branches if we can, but it doesn't look like we can. What is this one? What is that one? Is that... No. No, we've already got cultural respect. I can't remember off the top of my head. I was thinking maybe we change from...
You're at the end.
maybe we change to codified laws.
Well, there's something to be said for
Just in
unswerving
case
dedication
we
to
need
a
codified laws for that one. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but we'll change to it just in case. Industry will always be king. Money is his queen. Very true. Very true. Science has a cap at the ultra late game where industry does not, so Japan is better than Sweden on slow game speeds. Absolutely, yeah. If you need more time to get the win, or if you're going for a high score, then yes, Sweden would be better on slow game speeds. Although, of course, Johnny, you could turn that on its head and say, actually, if you're already winning, you might want to end the game faster. You might want to choose Sweden to take the win and not risk potentially falling behind. So I think there are two sides to that.
I don't mean to nag. The
dog.
marks one leaves on history
What?
should not necessarily be from malnutrition.
Also, what is this unit doing? Why did I train that? Why are you here? Why do you exist? Let's take it off Collective Minds. I don't think we need to go so hard on Collective Minds. I think we can get our districts online and stuff for a bit, you know? Take it easy for a few turns, chill out, put your feet up. You could also help us finish Topkapi Palace, but we might just not do that. Yay, we have food. Okay, expert policy. We want full food focus here to try and grow. And Keaton Keen can help us with Topkapi. Really help us with Topkapi, actually. Jeez. Keaton Keen's got a good base of industry, which we should remember for when we want to use Collective Minds again, actually. Democracy! We do love a bit of cheeky democracy, don't we? Okay, microbiology is a good food one, I think. Minus 20% on farmers' quarter industry costs. Well, that's useful just to help us scale anyway. Minus 20% population consumption, plus 1 stability per pop and a hospital, which gives stability per researchers, which is sort of a little bit odd, but does kind of make sense. Like, I can see the thought behind it. Let's grab it anyway. I think it's pretty good. Just for the carryover costs. It's kind of like the hospital in Civ 5, I guess. It just provides you with a chunk of food and reduces the carryover cost, so you're fine. In the turn. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, and we can claim a wonder. That would be rather exciting. I'll just give you just a fraction of a second more to get your poll results in. I'm going to quickly have to go and microwave this cup of coffee. It was sitting here a long time before the stream started, and it is very cold. And then we will be back, and we'll absolutely smash this out. So, don't go away. I am just going to hit it with a quick ad break, and I'll see you in 30 seconds or so. And we need to decide what wonder we want to take as well. Yikes. See you shortly. Alrighty, he's back. Do 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 Gotta avoid that DMCA, or whatever it is. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. We make a custom wonder for Jumbo. I'm thinking a massive Jumbo microwave mausoleum. Amazing. Iced coffee is good, or cold pressed coffee. Too fancy for this puppy. I would like an ice. That could be fun, though, actually. Now that you got me thinking. 12-hour stream's going to be awesome. I hope so, Leslie. I hope so. It's probably going to be Thursday of next week. Or Friday of next week. Thursday your time, maybe. It'll be awesome because I'll get to cover a really broad spectrum of the world's time as well. Which will be really nice. Yeah. Just the little things. Little things, I guess. Right, how do we do with our poll results? Let's take a looky here. We decided the Japanese. Overwhelming support for the Japanese on both platforms. Just solid. Solid. Really solid. So well done. 73% on YouTube. Much closer on Twitch. It was about 56 to 60%. But still. Really solid. I can't believe we got a level 5 hype train before. Sorry, I'm just got a bit distracted by that as I'm sitting back down. That is just amazing. Alrighty, Wander. I wonder which one we should claim. So we just finished Topkapi Palace, so all of our future Wonders will be a bit cheaper. And as per, it's the standard 3, right? We go Big Ben, plus 10% science, could be good, but we don't really need science, so we probably go for the Eiffel Tower. We are trying to resuscitate our food game, so actually, more than normal, the Eiffel Tower is quite a good pick here. Keaton Keen is going to fill up this island if it's not careful. It is also actually starting to lose just a fraction of stability. So let's give it its own holy site. Because why not? Amazing. It's only going to take a turn. Really surprised that that's hit that ceiling. I know we've built a lot of districts here, but it's only one tile big. And it has a lot of stability infrastructure already built. It really surprises me. Maybe there's just more districts here than I give it credit for. And we're playing as Joe. I don't know, Chief. +2 stability per researchers. There's a little bit extra, I guess. Although I don't particularly need it now. We could build those quarters, but I think they're a waste of space. I think we should instead just really prioritize... maybe industry, because we can turn it into science. So where the industry yield is greater than the science yield, I think you build industry. But down here, we could build science. Although actually our science districts... Or we need to save a spot. Or, nah, we'll just build over something that's already built, probably. So we need to save a spot for the Japanese district, but we'll probably just smash something else down, because there's no point. I think that, where are we? I think that suburbs is a really good one that I always sleep on. Minus 20% public ceremony industry cost. Oh yeah, naturally. +1 stability per population. No, maybe I'm just talking out my backside. I mean, the food plaza's pretty good, but I'm talking out my backside. Social housing. Sorry, social housing. This is insane. Social housing is so good. +4 of every slot. Like, if you're... In my situation, actually, it's less useful. It's really the best for people who are in the opposite situation that I'm in right now. So you have a lot of food and no jobs to fill. Whereas I tend to have more jobs than I do food. You can see even in this city, which is quite cramped, it wouldn't even benefit from social housing. And I doubt that any of our other ones would too. Hey... Look at this. Here we go. This, finally, we're back for like part 3 or part 4 or something of this ultimate test run. So, food. Okay. So, through the magic of time, here we have the capital. a really crappy city at this late stage in the game. It's missing vital infrastructure such as stone walls. So what we're going to do is burn it down, and we're going to use our construction team, this expensive, powerful unit that does one thing and one thing only. Well, you could also fight with it, but it's modern city. It creates a city with some industry, 6 population, and basically all of the infrastructure that has already been in the game before the contemporary era. Here is one I've prepared earlier. Step 1, as you know, burn it down. We're going to burn our capital to the ground. Intern, yikes, see you later. Then we're going to use our construction team, not to claim territory like we normally would, but instead to use its special function, found city. And we're going to found a city. We could move one in, but we'll found a city smack bang where it was before. Boom. Where once a crappy old city existed, now the city of Paris exists. Now you might think, oh, what about your districts? Never fear, they are safe, thankfully. You might think, what about your population? Unfortunately, they did perish. You might want to train some units first if you want to save them, or expel them to build some districts. But it's not the end of the world, because this city will now be able to do everything at record pace. Look at this. 1 turn for future districts, where before they were taking somewhere between 4 and 7. Also, it has all of the infrastructures bar the most recent ones, like the nuclear power plant. It makes it insanely powerful, and of course, when I reattach it up to all of these territories, it's only going to grow more powerful still. But I might use this opportunity to just fill in a couple of blanks, you know, build the odd harbour that wasn't built, maybe plant the odd forest here and there, you know, that kind of thing. Ultimately, it's a no-brainer. It proves to be very successful again and again and again. Very powerful. The only other extra for experts tip that I would give is try and build some districts before you start attaching, because when you start attaching your territories back up to it, you will find that they become very expensive, the districts. So build a couple while it's cheap and small, and then expand from there. What a freaking tip. What a freaking tip. You heard it here first, but I will absolutely have to include it in a future tips video. Can we rename the city to How Good? Yes! Ben! Thank you so much! Ben! Another super chat. $20 worth of it. Absolutely we can. How good. Oh. A pun after my own heart. How good. How good. Okay. Let's build some destructs. Wow, that's a powerful science spot. We're going to put our unique there, probably. But like I say, we'll use this time to build some cheap districts quickly. You know, get a couple of things online that we should have built ages ago. Like, you know, a harbour, say. What say ye? Maybe also a dollar bills district. And an industrial one, just for good measure. I mean, they're all freaking insane. Although I don't just have to... Oh, no, I do just have to build them around the capital, actually. Lol. Alright. That looks good. I'll buy the research quarter while it's cheap to buy as well. We'll just smash out this stuff in a few turns. And then start to merge. How good. We've got working conditions, which will give us +5 money on our maker's quarters and a -50% delay between crisis points. The second part doesn't matter at all, but the first part is quite juicy. Or +1 stability on maker's quarters. I think we're doing fine for stability. So the +5 money is really good looking. However, if we go to stability, we do get a bonus 5% industry. But we are really short on money. I'm going to go profit focused, actually. We're going to go profit focused. I'm going to take the cash. Even though industry is better than money, absolutely. I just like to, you know, it's interchangeable in a different way. It's not worth as much, but it has a unique value, I think. A unique value. My cities always starve. I don't know why. I'm new. Oh. Well, firstly, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Secondly, I was actually just sharing some food tips. Huck is right. Choosing agrarian cultures will be a huge help. Also, make sure that you check your civics and stuff as well. In fact, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, there'll be a video either tomorrow or the next day with some tips to help you out with just that. Yes, that is a shameless plug, but also it is the truth. So, yeah. Are we ready to move through, or shall we wait, is the question. We can essentially play this era out for a bit of science. Like, we've got like 200 turns. So, why don't we play it out, get some more stars, maybe jump in for a bit of a war as well. Thank you so much for 40 seconder? Sorry, I can't quite tell if it's a 2 or a Z on my tiny little screen. Thank you so much. The 40 seconder. 30 money, 30 industry for 150 bucks. Chance of bad consequences. That seems bad. Not losing that much industry per turn though, so let's just pay some money. True to real life, I'm not losing that much industry. Let's just pay some money. Now, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to cough. Sorry. All good. How to say how good? No, it's how... Oh, shoot, I spelt good wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Was it meant to be G-U-D? It was. Jeez, I'm a big idiot. There we go. Of course, it's in disguise. Damask, I think we just keep building this out, building it up. The hamlets are a really good way to do that. Also, they ensure that we have lots of jobs for the future, which is always a really good thing. So, let's just queue up, I don't know, like 3 hamlets or something. That should be plenty to help build it up. We should really be thinking about infrastructure as well. Again, Big Dummy doesn't have science infrastructure in a science game, so Big Dummy's probably going to build that after that. And then leave it there. The new city of How Good is going to celebrate its birth, the birth of How Good, by How Good building a great big freaking tower. Where should we build our celebration tower? It's a shame we can't build it on that mountain. Celebration tower. Needs to be somewhere quite prominent. Could attach one of these territories and build it on those, but I think we probably actually just smash it down on the underside of these mountains. That way we'll always see it. But we probably won't build it right now. We'll come back to it because we are focusing on expanding this place. Expanding this place, and holy shoot, how is that 46 industry? That's a bit nuts. These quarters are really something else. Now that we've buffed them, especially to have +5 money. I mean, like, holy moly. It's like, do you want to delete the hamlet to build this so clearly superior district? I'm like, yes. Actually, I would like that very much. +2 industry on tiles producing industry. That's a nice little upgrade. Let's just upgrade the industry or across the board, because it is probably going to be a bottleneck in this last era. So I actually really, really like the idea of trying to build it up as much as we can. Just going to keep spamming out a few more industrial districts up this way. Fill this whole snaking island with it. How good. Fame check. Yes, great call. Great call. Fame check, 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 do. We are 3,000 fame ahead at this point. Looking really good. Looking really good. We are a little bit of a weak sausage though. Vulnerable to attacks. So I'm not gonna get ahead of myself just yet. Do I want to smash down a Sewon to get a heckload more science? You know I do. However, I'll probably just smash it down again in future, so actually let's just test some nukes. Let's start testing them on this island. It's a very cheap test to run. Very cheap test to run. It's cheaper than building a commodity market. In fact, it's half the price. of building a printing house as well. Love it. We should really get all of those. I stand by that statement. Cue those up. Boom. This city as well will be suffering from the same ills. Yes. Also gonna need industry, because our industrial quarters are stupidly good. Consider that we haven't even played an industrial culture this game, I think, as well. Fusion reactor gives you plus 50%. Yes. Yes. I have already unlocked fusion reactor. That was our big boost. It's already actually at play. It's already a thing. We've already had the big boost. That's saying the end, but as we know, we are a long way off the end. We're going to try and milk the French for a bit more fame. Because why not? Like, literally why not? We have just about, I would say, maybe even close to another 50 turns, potentially, to milk this for fame. They'll be relatively quick turns as well. Like, that's the thing with slow speed. When you hear slow speed, you think slow game, but often there's a little bit of a difference in how it scales. So turns on slow speed can be quite quick because things are produced slower, for example. Whereas on blitz mode, each turn is really full because there's only 75. I'm probably just going to look for the yields that excite me the most. And honestly, it's kind of moving toward industry rather than science now. Because, as you rightly mentioned, I'm getting a little bit concerned. Oh, we got social housing. That's really good. I'm getting a little bit concerned about us maybe getting our science a little bit too fast. Because I want to at least be able to try out some cultures. Although, actually, that being said, we still don't even understand, like, the flintlock. We have a nuclear reactor, but we don't even have manufacturing. I mean, there's a tier... What tier is this? 1, 2, 3... Tier 3 infrastructure upgrade in the contemporary era. Let's just sweep back through here. Grab all of these really basic technologies from the industrial era. And then we'll move through and consider what resources we want and need through here. It's mainly probably going to be rocket science and aerial warfare. So I'll queue those up first. That's a pretty good tech track for us to be on, I think. I think that's a pretty good tech track. With 1 scientist star, but 3 builder star, red light. Yeah, massive red light. What the heck? How is this a science-only game? It's all good, though, because we're ready to just go nuts with our snowballs. With our snowballs? With our science, even! Your community contributed a total of 10 sub-gifts and 4,000 bits in that hype train. Thank you again for that level 5 hype train, which was largely driven a lot by you, Huck. You're an absolute legend. And I'm so grateful. Current hype train conductor. Oh, the Twitch badges are really neat too, aren't they? It's never rocket science, except when it is. That one time when rocket science comes back to bite you in the backside, Ben. Let's keep queuing these, because, as I say, they're stupid good. It may even be worth just filling out this, which was probably going to be science in future, with more industry. Just because it's that good. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm not even attaching stuff. We're just going to plump out this little capital city and then honk, 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 hoover out to the 3 other things. I'm not sure why I decided that honk, honk, honk was an appropriate sound. You should have seen the actions I did with my hands. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm sorry. My mouse has died. What? Why do you do this, Jumbo? Why do you do bad things? Merry Christmas, my guy. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna have to go. I do have a spare mouse. Where is it? I know where it is. I know where it is. I'll be back. I'll be back in just a moment. let's just look at a sexy be right back screen. And I'll just go grab my spare mouse. Won't be a tick. Okay, I found it. Sorry, we'll have to get some really wonderful background music, won't we? The microwave sound is hilarious. Better rewards for world deeds, here we come. Jeez. You move fast, my friend. You move very fast. Mr. Falcoon, thank you so much for following along on Twitch. And great timing, because we're back at it. Alright, technical difficulties aside, this is a very strange mouse. Well, thank you, White Syrup. Alrighty, we've just discovered Flintlock, which is awesome. Let's continue to build up these districts. Making a fair chunk of money now, or at least we're not dirt poor, which is always nice. Yet to discover what that actually feels like, but I'm told it's nice. Oh my god. The science districts in here are going to be off the charts. We have to build toward those. Like, probably now. Let's attach that. We'll build towards it with industry, probably. Because the industry is really good. Yeah, that's looking really beautiful, actually. I love this. This is so good. We've saved one spot one spot for a district on Keep and Keen, and actually another one there. So this is all districted out. So we can either collective mines it or just put it on the Eiffel Tower. Or infrastructure. Could probably use some more infrastructure actually, especially the market.
No need for gas masks. Yet.
I'm not sure. I mean, okay, local pollution, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. The manufacturing seems like a real no-brainer of an upgrade. And we may be joined shortly by some friends over on Twitch. So if you're watching over on Twitch, get prepared to potentially be welcoming in some new people. Maybe. My spies tell me. My spies tell me. And also, thank you so much to everybody who's watching on YouTube. We've got about 50 people watching over there. The bulk of the community is still hovering around. And we're hovering around sort of 40 likes too, which is absolutely brilliant to see. Let's carry on with our progress. Well, maybe, Jacob. Your words, not mine. I wouldn't want to make any promises. Blacklist? So this is about censored arts, essentially. Excuse me. Free arts, censored arts on artistic expression. I don't think it matters either way because our stability is fine, but we probably want to move towards... hey, thanks mate for following. Probably want to move towards free arts because it does liberty, which I think is the better one for us. Yes, it is. In fact, yeah, we've moved away from worldliness on accident. So we definitely want free arts. A-R-T-S. A-R-T-S! More industry here. Oh, maybe we start sciencing. Let's start sciencing down in here. Oh my god, the stability. What? Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that puts a little bit of a spanner in the works. Let's do a holy site first. Could also be to do with the attaches. Maybe I've accidentally detached... I don't know. Oh shoot, no, I'm putting everybody on the bloody Eiffel Tower. Shoot. I just want people to help me build my holy site. There we go. Thank you. How good. Another one? Dun, 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 dun. Another one. Yes. I think the answer to that dumb question is yes. Let's just do that same thing again. Just in case. Because this is probably going to be a fairly large city, so it probably doesn't hurt anyway. Also, religion? Hello? Hello? Hey, Peter. Look at the world deeds for more points. They are a way to get more points. Most certainly. Most certainly. Here we go. Okay, we're about to be raided by Amplitude on Twitch, I'm told. So everybody be very kind. Be on your best behavior. Oh my goodness. Hello! Welcome! Welcome, 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 welcome! Hey! Oh my goodness! Amazing! Welcome, Amplitude! And a huge thank you to you, Rogan, as well. I hope your game is going as successful as mine is currently going, touch wood. We're playing as the French. We're about to move through into the contemporary era, which is pretty exciting. We're deciding between the Japanese and the Swedes because we're playing science only. That's the theme of this run. Although you wouldn't think it if you actually looked at how I was progressing in this era. You'll see a distinct lack of scientific stars in comparison to my builder stars anyway. However, that being said, so far so good. You're joining us at a really great time, actually. We're just picking up a couple of wonders, and then we're gonna choose our culture. Probably the next time it prompts me to choose. If you haven't met me before, if you're just tuning in, if you're someone who's tuning in from Amplitude's raid, I'm Jumbo. Thank you very much for tuning in. I stream on YouTube and also on Twitch, so you can catch me there. I play a lot of Humankind. Quite a lot. Some might say too much, but there's no such thing. Anyway, welcome along. It's really cool to have you here. Are they here already? Are they here? Did I just say that to nobody because they haven't quite joined yet? I'm not sure. Might have to repeat it. Oh no, look, there we go. Well, yeah, look, we're away. I think we're away. They are here. Yes! Pumpkin Space. There we go. First time chat. That's what I was looking for. Just to make sure. I was like, oh my goodness. I really don't want the regular viewers who have been hanging out with me every day this week for my stream week to celebrate getting a Twitch affiliateship to have to listen to me say my introductory spiel again. Also, if you are new here and just tuning in, thanks to the kindness of Amplitude Studios, actually, I am giving away 5 copies of Humankind on Twitter. So, if you have Twitter, pop over. My latest tweet, except for the one where I talked about this live stream, of course. All you need to do is hit a couple of buttons, a like and a retweet, and you might get a copy of Humankind for Christmas. To hopefully enjoy or share with your loved ones. Or maybe someone you don't love. That's fine too. Okay, let's carry on moving through. We're starting to build up a little bit of cash, which is so unusual because we've gone through this whole stream and had basically no money the entire time. I also think we should probably prod our neighbor here. I'm just wondering if we want to do that with a nuke, or if we would prefer to firstly attach this territory. Hello. Secondly, desperately build some stability buildings. Hello? Plus 25 stability for a sewage treatment plant. Wow. No, but actually, this city for some reason now is hemorrhaging stability. And you might be thinking, viewers who have just tuned in, well, it's because you attached those territories, you big numpty. And you'd be right. But actually, they used to be attached before, and it wasn't a problem. But now that I've rebuilt this city on rock and roll, but also using a construction team to create a modern city with most modern infrastructure, it's tanked the stability. I think because of all of that modern infrastructure. So what we're going to have to do now is go on an emergency stability raising program, which thankfully actually shouldn't be too hard, because if you take a look at even these really basic garrisons, they're providing roughly 22 stability. They're also quite useful just to get, you know, spawn points around the place. Actually, that one there is quite useful to spawn on this island. Look how valuable this freaking island is. Am I right or am I right? This is an island worth protecting. And it's probably also worth checking on the commons quarters. How good? Amplitude definitely has Jumbo on their radar. Oh, Amplitude, just the best. My love, just the biggest love. I'm the biggest fanboy in the world. Just try and hold me back. No, but really, actually, it's not just some dumb emotional thing. I have a huge amount of respect, not only for Humankind, which I think is just a wonderful 4X historical strategy experience. In a nutshell, that is absolutely what it is. But also a great deal of respect for Amplitude themselves. I think they conduct themselves in a very transparent way, a very open way, a very responsive way to the community as well. And in my personal experiences as a normal, quote-unquote, normal consumer and fan, and also as somebody who's had the privilege to play their game like this, like you're watching right now, and we're hanging out doing this together. Also from that perspective, nothing but good things. I've experienced nothing but good things. I really mean that, genuinely. I'm not prone to just saying garbage for no reason like that. I'll say rubbish for no reason, but not like that. So yeah, absolutely. My heart goes out. Why don't you already have science quarters between your strategics on that island? Really, I've only just been building on it. This place has had almost no districts until just recently, where it's spammed out about 1,000 of these districts, which is probably why all of a sudden it's suffering stability. But up until now, How Good had almost no districts. So that's why I hadn't built anything here, because there was almost nothing anywhere. But you're not wrong in that I have absolutely been building to put some science districts here. I'm just waiting, because we're about to move through into the next era, it might be a good idea to... I was going to say it might be a good idea to save the spot for one of the uniques, but I actually don't think it is. I think the uniques are better built with research quarters around them rather than strategics. So I might just go ahead and smash out this whomper of a 46 scientific district. Hopefully I don't have to immediately demolish it. Slaves, always a good thing to pick up. We're building a lot of garrisons and some commons quarters now too. I think we'll go with the commons quarter buff, because I really would like to move towards worldliness if I could. So let's buff the commons quarters and keep that in the back of our mind, right? Don't forget, buffed commons quarters. Materials procurement, I don't care about. Army wages, I couldn't care less about either, to be frank. Even colonization doesn't really excite me. Although, actually, this does. That would push me towards fully worldly. It would also give me the harmonious effect on captured cities, which is kind of nice. Let's do it. Naturalized colonies? Yikes! But it'll do. Yes, Tinker, it was. It was certainly a statement. I go a little bit overboard. Oh man, thank you so much for the support over on Twitch as well. I really do appreciate that. Like I was saying before, I've only been on Twitch for a week, really. At least the sort of JumboPixel now that you see today, not the one who dabbled here and there on the odd time over the many years. Like we've only been affiliated for a week, and we've got 49 out of our 50 targeted subscribers. We are literally 1 subscriber away from my stream week target, and we're only in day 3 of 5 of my stream week. Streaming every day this week at this time. So that's just incredible. Honestly, so incredible. Thank you so much. Yes. The slaves. Yeah. Don't clip that. Don't clip that slaves comment. Okay. Out of context, absolutely not representing the JumboPixel who you see before you. Most of these events don't really matter too much, but I should just keep an eye on them just in case they mess with my access, really. Essentially, that's sort of the only thing that I'm really worried about. Sorry, I just had to close. Oh, excuse me. I just had to close Twitter because I just got like a whole load of notifications, and my Google Chrome was like, grrr! A load of people just entered the giveaway, so go you! I hope you get really lucky. There's 5 copies to give away, so you actually have a really good chance. +1 city cap is way better than 15 fame. I'll say this every time, and I'll say it again. Prohibit. All day, baby. Do not even try and tempt me. If that said 150, I might not even take it. Yes! Monkey Wrench! Thank you so much! 50 out of 50. I should have set my target higher, but man, I am so grateful. How good. Let's come into how good to celebrate just how good that is. Thank you so much, Monkey Wrench. 50 subscribers on Twitch. You are awesome. You are really, truly awesome. All 50 of you. No matter how you got it, whether it was gifted by Hillshave Hats or bought through Twitch Prime or whatever. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's end this turn. This stability has just got up into the safe spot. And actually, now that our commons quarters are better, I'm more incentivized to build them. Like, I mean, it's not astronomically good, but 12 stability, 17. We could surround it a little bit more. We might do a bit better. We've got some good districts going on this island as well, getting ready for some absolute carnage and chaos with more science. Actually, even here is reasonable for science, but probably unlikely to be built out. So I might smash the commons quarter there, somewhere where I'm unlikely to want to build anything different in future. Keaton Keen is going to help us smash out Le Eiffel Tower in 5 turns. Apologies to French viewers from Amplitude Studios. I'm really sorry, I won't do that accent ever again. At least, not within the next 5 minutes or so. We hit the goal. Man, that is so good. That is so good. And Huck, thank you for sending everyone the link to our secret exclusive Discord. All subscribers, no matter how you got it, and YouTube channel members, of course, we all come together in that. And I really appreciate you fostering the community there, Huck. You do such an incredible job. Such an incredible job at being an extension of me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. Alaskan Asia is starving now as well, and that's really disappointing. Now you might say, well, it's because they're covered in snow that is clearly producing no food. And you would be right. But also, how dare you? So, let me build some more food districts here. Speed up that manufactory. Get some people off... I was going to say get some people off science, but actually we still haven't got our science stars. So, I don't know what to do now. We're at turn 300, so we've still got time on our side, but... But I just can't shake the feeling that we should be doing better. I think a key to filling our science jobs elsewhere is to fill our food here. A reminder, or FYI note, for people who are just tuning in, this city has Machu Picchu, and it also... has Notre Dame as well, or we have Notre Dame. So we're generating a lot of faith and converting that faith into food to be distributed out to the rest of our cities. So pretty important for me to build up food in actually this city. Nobody say anything, okay? Nobody say anything. Just shut up, alright? Just shut up. As I was saying, here we have Machu Picchu. This is pumping out for... God. Okay. Right, we should also get that food in for a freaking structure online, shouldn't we? Plus 10% food. That's probably better than just another farmer's quarter, I would say. Here's the Eiffel Tower completed right on time! Turn 302, exactly as I predicted, as you'll remember if you were watching from the very start. Pretty stupid, alright. Pretty damn stupid. 50, it was quick. Good morning, everyone! Yeah, says Tom. Good morning, Tom. Really thanks to the generosity of a few people, to be fair. It's 50 subscribers, but I think most of them were bought and paid for by about Aside from the, maybe 10 who are individuals, I think the rest were bought by Huck, Hill Shave Hats, and I believe it was Let Lucky.
The Eiffel Tower, proof of what you can do with a bit of iron, a bit of math, and thousands.
Okay, so
of
we could take the Statue of Liberty, or we could just say, actually, to heck with this era, to heck with this science, let's move through and choose a better one. I think actually we'll stay for a bit longer. Now that we're close to gold, what we might do is just surge towards gold. We won't grab the Statue of Liberty, we'll save, because we're going to get our science star really quickly by converting cities like Keaton-Keene. Watch. And really, actually, this is probably just another tip to really reinforce and to bring home. I know a lot of people know it already, but it doesn't hurt to cover. When you're playing a scientific culture, your collective mind's ability is everything. At the moment, I'm earning 10,000 science. That's really good, because I've played a lot of scientific cultures. If you hadn't at this point in the game, on slow speed, so I'm about 2/3 of the way through, you could easily be at only a couple of thousand. But, watch, even for a game like this, Keaton-Keene, this city, I hit collective minds. It converts all of my money and industry earned into science. Zero industry and zero money, so do watch your coffers, but huge boost to science. Look at that, an extra 4,000 from just one city that only has one other place attached to it. I could zoom my way over to Alaskan Asia. You can see Industry Central next door's already doing this for us. Alaskan Asia might want to jump in on board as well, smashing in some more science. Damask here too. It's got huge industry, really benefits. As you can see, I've smashed a few cities on. 1, 2, 3. Shall we do the 4th city? How good? Just for good measure. Boom. 4th city, and we've over doubled our science. This is incredibly powerful at every stage in the game to surge you up to get to key technologies for key unlocks like patronage, or, of course, to unlock these crucial scientific stars. How good? How freaking good? No more war? It's absolutely still on my mind. Absolutely still on my mind. I'm Hills Have Hats, Jumbo. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That makes a lot more sense than Hills Shave Hats. Or Hills Shave Hats. Hills Shave Hats I feel particularly stupid for because there's clearly only one S. Hill Shave Hats I feel less stupid for. In my mind I pictured it, hats was slang for heads, and your surname was Hill, and you're a hairdresser or a barber. And so you're no shit, this is what I was thinking in my head. I always think through these things in the back of my mind. And my thought process was, you're someone whose last name is Hill, and you shave heads for a living. Or cut hair. So your name was Hill Shave Hats. So there you go. There you go, Naderade. There's my story of how I completely misinterpreted your name on Twitch. I really appreciate the 5 subs that you bought over there. And I hope that they appreciate it too, because you just bought 5 more people access into the Discord, potentially. And other cool benefits like the Stupid emote, the Jumbo emotes, and so on. And you supported me, which I'm also really grateful for. Okay, the Great Smog. Ooh, bountiful. Overproductive or locked down. Let's just be bountiful.
You have reached the end.
Nothing like a
of
bit
an
of
ideology
smog
axis.
bounty.
Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
Okay, the Brazilians have entered the final era. Thank goodness they didn't choose a culture that we wanted to play. Have we got gold? No. We're gonna have to end a few turns. I'll just hit F5, grab the quick save, because obviously we'll be taking the Japanese, which you voted for in chat on the polls. I do love me a good chat poll. We still need 4 more techs, but I will not move through this era without getting them. Kind of annoying about the 1 more star for the expansionist too. Not sure if there's a lot that I can actually do about that though. because, well, we could war. Yes. Yes. Let's upgrade. Gonna waste all of my money while the Empire is plunging into bankruptcy. Yikes. Let's upgrade though. Start upgrading the army. We'll get our expansionist stars in next era just to really show them who's boss. I don't think we'll have time to get them this era because I want to move through soon so that we can actually play the Japanese for a change. My surname is Hill, and I have multiple hats. The man of many hats. That's the thing with the slower speed. Sometimes you're just kind of like skipping turns, waiting for stuff to come through. It's a bit odd, but it works. How do we not have our gold science star when all of these techs are taking me like 0 seconds? Okay, 2 more to go. Brilliant. Let's get continuous track. Almost put an S there because I was about to read strategy. It's going to be a continuous sack. Or stack, maybe. Even. Maybe a stack. Have I got that one more star? No. Let's watch it tick through and celebrate together. Here we go. Turn 314. Huzzah! And Ben! Ben, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're too kind. Ben says the future motto of Humankind. Just one more star. I love it. Tom just gave you a sub, like, and retweet on Twitter. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, if anybody's just tuning in, I'm doing a giveaway on Twitter. I've got 5 full copies of Humankind Steam version to give away for the holidays. Thanks to Amplitude. And I'd love to give them away to you. So, if you want to win it. You've got fairly good odds because, I'm fairly small fry. My Twitter is, like, pretty new. It's not a massive account. I reckon I genuinely reckon you've probably got pretty good odds. Okay. Thank you for your support, Tom. Let me uncollective mines these cities, because I don't want them to stay on it any longer. Because we don't need to produce that much science while we're not really balancing it out. I want to go for a bit more city growth. Also, probably flex my muscles a little bit more. Maybe with the nukes as well. We're sort of gearing up to have those in our arsenal. But there's my science star, my just one more star. I can't get the expansionist, which sucks, but everything else is all good. Yes. Okay, so you voted for the Japanese. So the Japanese, it shall be! What do they do? Cheaper techs. Absolutely not needed. Robotics Lab is essentially, as I was saying before, the ultimate merger of industry and science. What it gives in industry, it gives in science. Base yield, yes. Adjacency with districts, yes. Additional yield on the respective district, yes. Additional worker slots for the respective districts, yes. And does it count as them both? You bet your freaking backside it does, baby. Let's do it. But first, Keep 'em Keen wants to be really annoying. Although, actually, let's do a Cuba with it and make a missile silo there. Brilliant. I'm going to go mass entertainment just to make sure that the people have video games. Because we wouldn't be talking to each other right now if they didn't. You know what I mean? Also, thanks to everybody who followed on Twitch. Entirely free to do. All you got to do is click the little love heart button. We've gained about 30 followers in the last 24 hours as well, which is really cool. That is wicked for a little humankind dude like me. Hey, Octopus. What if you don't have a Twitter account, Jumbo?
Knowledge and technology.
Tough luck. Tough luck. No, if you don't have Twitter, then you'll have to make a Twitter, or you won't be able to enter. Okay. Twitter is the ideal platform for doing the giveaways. most social media platforms have terms and conditions. Of course, YouTube is particularly stringent on them, so I wouldn't do one here. Twitch, not so much. Could potentially do a Twitch exclusive on-screen giveaway kind of thing. I'm thinking about actually doing one of those, maybe. Say no more. But really, it has to be Twitter. Also, much easier to contact people on Twitter and track who's entered because you can see the list, you know. So yeah, it's really good at doing that. That's why it's there. I did save this space. That space is much better, but I saved this spot, so I'm going to build my robotics lab there. And then we'll probably just smash something down over here to get a robotics lab. We'll just smash this hamlet down. Actually, we really want to smash the hamlet down, because then we can build another one down here and start to build more stuff. So, that's a really good result. These robotics labs should also really surge up everything else. Twitch is blocked at work. Ah, important consideration. Do a Cuba. You can use that one, Ben. If I can use your just one more star. Do we have a deal? Great. You have no choice. No, I'm just kidding. You can say I can't use that. It's a cool tagline. Okay, let's build the hamlet, do this trick, which I also attribute to you as well, actually, Ben. Jeepers, it's a Ben Appreciation Day. Happy birthday for yesterday again, friend. Modernize. Probably the day before yesterday now. For me. I mean, obviously we want a city for everyone. I'm not just going to say no ramps for wheelchairs. What kind of idiot do I look like? Don't answer that. But I kind of don't want to fully compromise, so we're just going to modernize instead. Sorry.
You have reached the end of an
I don't know what that actually even means.
Of all the
I don't want to think.
Okay.
Okay, here's a whomp load of districts about to be pooped out here. All the science in the world. There's 2 in Industry Central. Of course, not really a science hub, but grateful to have science nonetheless, I'm sure. Also, probably really appreciative of the extra industry. Let's be real. Yep, smash it down. I'm just going to smash everything down in favor of these, because these are awesome. And who cares? What's a hamlet between friends? I'm the most aggressive real estate developer in the world at this point. Let's also queue up these. Because the capital, God, does it need it. Smash it down! I'm going to move a couple of these to the front of the queue, just so that the capital can get a bit more industry going on, because it's clearly lacking. Also, we did wait on the wonders, and it's going to pay off, because we're going to get Christ the Redeemer to give all of our cities 10% of food, industry, and money. Not +2 on stability, that's because we chose Joe in the ancient era. If you didn't join me on day 1 of 5 days of this week's stream week to celebrate Twitch. Jumbo implementing the world's first ADA. Cardano, surely. So few viewers tonight? We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I'm pretty happy. We've got 40 people on Twitch and 60-ish people on the YouTubes. And lots of people liking the video as well, of course. Of course! Is the stream quality all good for everybody? In terms of, like, sound and picture? Any issues? Or are we all good? Just checking in. It's not as juicy as I would like, really. I wonder if we just build it over here. Nah, we'll smash it down there, that's fine. It's probably okay. This one's really good because of the industry bonuses next to it. Nice, 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 nice. We'll also get this aluminum, or aluminium, depending on whether you're a moron or not. Oh, shots fired. He's feeling ballsy today, folks. Look out. No, but in all seriousness, we also very clearly need some more industry in the city, but maybe we just use it to pump out shared projects. So in that light, we probably just want to go +2 worker slots, +2% industry, and then backfill in any cheap stuff that would otherwise not matter. Actually, no. Research first. Research is more important, I think. Because science is what we do. Sound glitches like woof or aluminum. But mostly it's okay. Okay, good. Looks and sounds great from America. Thank goodness. Okay, and all good. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gets a visit from Amplitude and gets cocky about his extra syllables. Look at this guy, right? He thinks he's just the best dude in the world. Maybe you need to do a stream week to celebrate coffee. Coffee week? Coffee-themed week? We'll just mod a map in this game where every luxury resource is coffee. Oh. Let it be done. Should we give the people the internet? I think we'll give the people the internet. That'll give us an extra gold on all of our districts, and an extra influence on our commons quarters, and an extra stability on all of our districts. So, it's all good. We're also at 10,000 science without collective mindsing. That's even better. On all cities. Right, so this ability is provided to all cities, so it doesn't actually matter where we build Christ the Redeemer. We should probably try and build it somewhere that has food issues, stability issues, more likely, or we just grow MacroPixel even more. Can we merge MacroPixel into Mask? And we actually very nearly can. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have to do it. Let's just make this one mega stupid city. Okay, in that light, let's support it by building Christ the Redeemer up here on stupid... Oh, actually no, let's put it over by Machu Picchu. Why can't we be friends, Machu Picchu? Oh, what a spot for Christ the Redeemer. I've created a masterpiece. If only Machu Picchu wasn't there in the background ruining it. Oh, how good would it have looked? Machu Picchu. I'm gonna have to nuke it. Yeah, that's really cool. And then we'll just get the cities who are doing sweet FA to help us with Christ the Redeemer. Actually, could you get some uranium? Ta. Or also we should prepare a missile silo just to be safe. This one will give me 3 industry and 3 science. This one will give me 5 influence. But I'm gonna build it where I get nothing. Why? No one asked? Because these spots are better for other things. Local pollution level, rather, has been increased. Humankind is a very industrial city, with this beautiful natural wonder being stuck through the middle. Internet with a plus 10% stability boost. Internet is good, Marco. Internet is good. I'm late behaving to catch the screen. Been binging your videos daily this past week, loving your content. Astrid, thank you so much for letting me know. It's so nice to hear from you. Thanks so much, my friend. We're doing really well. You're joining in at a good time. For the aesthetic. This really is a beautiful city. What a powerhouse. Look at it. Look, we got these freaking robots here, man. I love this island. This is so cool. I mean, it's probably hell. It's actually probably a fresh hell. Except for the people who live in these houses that managed to be built inside of that natural wonder. That is a dream spot. Your view maybe leaves something to be desired, so probably look that way. I think look that way if you live in that house. Anyway, enough daydreaming about Keep 'em Keen. Beautiful place. Maybe we should actually have it doing the fusion test now. Or Christ the Redeemer. Probably Christ the Redeemer's better for the greater good. Let's chuck Keeping Keen onto Christ the Redeem as well. Industry Central appears to be starving. Everything's fine. Stop your complaining. Seriously, starving. We want more food. We're hungry. Honestly. I'll give the people what they want. Maybe if they freaking actually worked the food. Ah, they duped me into building farmers' quarters for nothing. That one farmer duped me into building that farmers' quarter, which... How they farm anything there, I do not know. Lots of indoor farms, apparently. I think Keeping Keen needs that extra island, aka Kerma. Should we take Kerma? Let's run a poll. Huck, do you have the power to add the poll on Twitch? If you do, you're most welcome to, if you're free. If not, I will do it. We're running a poll, and the question is... to squash or not to squish. And the options are... kill Kerma, or... leave Kermit be. Basically, I do not. If I do, I cannot find it. That is all good. I, for some reason, can't do it either. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm just going to sing in the interim while I try and find... There we go! Manage poll. Okay. Alright. Twitch viewers, don't fear. You're also going to be brought in on the fun. The question is, and I will pan over to Kerma soon. The question is, do we kill Kerma, or do we leave Kermit? Hold on. I'm just trying to fit something cheeky in here. Because Twitch lets me be cheeky. I need to get rid of a character. Leave Kermit the Huck alone. Fight or no fight, basically, is what I want to get your opinions on. This is an opinion poll, not legally binding. Alright, there's your disclaimers. Not financial advice. Hey, welcome. Poisoned Whisperers, let us assassinate. No, tour, because then we get more events. Yes, you can come and tour my place, Rasputin. Or whoever you are. Queue up the aluminum. And let's do this big, dumb, stupid city merger. MacroPixel. Congratulations. You're about to probably starve awfully to death when you hoover up Damask. Womp. Minus 1,682 food per turn. Woohoo! Oh well. Just looking for something that could feed the people. Could maybe just use the stability from suburbs. Automation, plus 10% food. Boom. This as well. A fish farm. Why not? Probably less important than automation, but... I used to be very fond of a slice of blue cod, so... There you go. Dang, y'all are bloodthirsty? Are they? Are the votes coming through quite thirsty? I can't see them because I've got a different screen up, but I'll be able to see them once it's done. So many screens. I actually ridiculously think I need another monitor. Thank you so much, the Refrigerator 96, for following along. You are follower number 327? That's from memory. It could be 28. But either way, don't forget. Don't forget! No, you're all good. Oh, did you close the poll? Looks like it's still running on my end. I think we're okay. Coo. Let's finish up Christ the Redeemer because it's beneficial to everybody. And as a reminder, How Good, now that it's reattached, is doing really well. It's really thriving. So I think the burning it down and re-establishing it was a good idea, but I don't think it was so overwhelmingly good that you would have to do it, if you know what I mean. Like, burn down the city, replace it, or not. Yeah, it's actually still up, I think. You might have just closed it on your screen, because it's still up. It probably won't get many more votes, because of just the number of live viewers versus the number of votes is already pretty high. To have half the number of people watching vote is actually quite high. But yeah, it's still running. It's still running. Because I've just seen another vote come through. So you're all good, friend. You are all bueno. Okay. Do we want to uphold a lockdown or force workers' rights for working conditions? Let's have a look. +1 stability. Nah, I really like working conditions. I really like the way we have that. So we'll just have to uphold our values and lock that down. That's fine. Kia ora tātou katoa. One of the science stars has been earned. Huzzah! He doth earn a science star! And my builder star's incredibly strong. Although I guess we should expect that trend to continue now that we're playing as the Japanese, potentially. We've nearly brought food online here. Probably that last district will do it, but I'll give them one more foodie for good measure. Look at all these crazy yields, by the way. What the heck? It's crazy adjacencies being given out there. Workers' rights for working conditions. Not what I want. Or did I balls up that last one? Maybe I balls up that last one. Or are these people just protesting as well? I'm not sure, but we're just going to overlook that and take a bit more industry. I rule smartly and test nuclear weapons next to a 51 million population city. Like all good rulers doth do. Shall we take Big Bon? I think we shall. Big Ombi. Plus 20% money generated from ongoing trade. Honestly, not a big deal. We're not having a big trade-heavy game, but better for me to have this than for someone else to have it. So we're just going to take the rights to it anyway. And looks like we're just waiting on a few things to... Oh my god, we don't actually have that many cities now. Wow. We've actually trimmed down to 4 cities. Makes it 5. Damn you, Industry Central. Does make it easier for us to go to war. The options are really kill or be killed. You are overstating that. Right, let's wrap up that poll. 85% on YouTube in favour of fighting Kerma over to our right. And on Twitch, equally as high, really. 79% of votes. I see 400 channel points were contributed, but otherwise, a fairly conclusive vote there. Around 80% of viewers across both platforms feeling pretty hungry for war. Remember to use some more modern troops. Haven't seen many Humankind creators use them. Oh, we actually had a good play with them relatively recently, Jacob. In either our last playthrough or the one before it. But absolutely, yeah. I would love it. Apparently peace was never an option. Apparently not. Let's bring them some freedom. Spoken like a true American. That we shall. Freedom shall be brought. So Kerma is yellow.
Wonderful to see.
Yeah, we're not really trading a lot with you. Who are you? Puking Pumpkin. Oh yeah, that's a juicy little target. Look at all that. Obsidian. Om nom nom nom. Industry. We really do want more industry too. Lots of strategics as well. I can see some good spots for some science. Yeah, that's a juicy take. That's a really juicy take. Humankind's not really doing a lot else. It's starving already. Let's start preparing some relatively modern troops. We could send some anti-tank guns. Send our partisans. Stealth. But stealth doesn't work at the moment in Humankind, so don't bother. Honestly, at 47 combat strength for 1 turn of industry, our line infantry are actually a pretty good unit. Don't mind the fact that construction teams are more powerful than them. Anti-tank guns, armor piercing, gains armor strength when fighting armored vehicles, unlikely to be very useful. Provides anti-air power equal to the unit's combat strength, also unlikely to be that useful. So, seriously, for this fight, actually, I think our best build is probably either our partisans or just line infantry. I don't think the stealth is hugely important, so I'm going to build 6 line infantry for starters. Produce them here in Keep and Keen. Where is our land spawn? Unsure, but we'll get a whole lot of them. And then maybe in how good, we probably want some naval support. I'm feeling a bit boaty. So let's get the best gunner platform we can freaking build, which looks to me... Oh. I mean, the ironclad's really juicy as well, but it's the steam frigate that we probably want to prioritize. Let's get, I don't know, 4 steam frigates and an ironclad. I'm not going to mess with the nuclear submarines. Learnt my lesson there. Thank you kindly. I'm just wondering, maybe we get the military school first? Just for the faster unit training time. And that way we can maybe get a slightly larger fleet. Maybe get an extra ironclad in the mix. Buy out that hydroelectric dam. There's computing researched, which is really good for our science as well. We're looking really pretty. We're looking really pretty to pop Kerma. Let's check and see if we can drive up some war support. Ooh, not really. How could I push them, even? I don't know if I could. We could stop trading with them. That might aggravate them.
You are not
If we break a deal.
I am not interested in this treaty.
Break another deal. That's really just given them war support rather than me. And they've decided to not push that as any sort of grievance. So, that's fine. We'll monitor that. I don't mind declaring a surprise war. But we're going to do it. Ryzen squadrons and an aircraft carrier. Ooh. No oil to connect. No love for the turtle boats. I know. They're just not quite as good. They're just not good enough, Ben. They're just not good enough now. That's their problem. They're unlocked too late. That unit is unlocked too late. What was your suggestion? That was a very good suggestion. Oil. Oil, 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 oil. Why do I not have oil? Well, now this is a real conquest, isn't it? Because now we're actually going looking for oil. It doesn't look like I have any more to connect in my empire. We could maybe harvest the Mexicans for their oil. But they just hate me permanently. Blue's always been a good friend. Could suggest to trade everything here again.
This is like drinking
And there's no oil here though. They don't have any oil. But we can pick up some horses and stuff, which, as I said before, is just good in general to boost a city. We might as well pick up some of these other ones too. Could consider some cheap luxuries as well, actually. Got lots of stuff here that hasn't been bought. What the heck? Weird. But honestly, all good. Yeah, that oil's a big hold up because we could have much better ships if we had an additional oil. I'm not being a moron, am I? There actually isn't an oil that hasn't been connected here. Somehow. What the heck? I've got 3 uranium, which is unheard of. And to not have any oil to follow it up is shocking. There's none hiding there, is there? No. Wow. Ryzen squadrons. It might have to be. Let's get a airport Ooh. What am I knocking down there? A missile. That missile silo. Oh, actually, I want the aerodrome, don't I? Maybe we can just knock down a district here. 47 industry, so much to lose. But I need the missile silo. I will build it here. Hopefully that's still far enough away to build other stuff. If it's not, so be it. We test somewhere else. Or we burn it down. What we also need to do is just smash everybody onto industry here in a big way. We got a lot of industry jobs to fill here. A lot of industry jobs to fill. Alright, we're gearing up a slightly antiquated, but still fairly strong fleet. So credit where credit's due. These ships will probably still be strong enough. Let's pay the money to hide whatever mess that was about to become. We're going to do the military school here so that future builds are just that little bit cheaper. That will hopefully be helpful once we get oil online. Automation has also been researched, which reminds me I need to probably queue that. Oh, we need more oil. Man, we really do need to go and take more oil. I wasn't kidding. I was not kidding. This city's got 122 population now. Not bad considering we never played a scientific culture, huh? Not bad at all, I reckon. Hello, science? Can you hear me? Jeez, man. I have just neglected this so hard. I'm so sorry, Industry Central. I guess it was Industry Central for a reason. Maybe it's, not the end of the world. Queue up the science stuff here. It'll make it cheaper to merge as well, which is a nice little bonus, I suppose. Might consider trying to merge into a mega hive mind of a science city. We've already kind of got it going on with micropixel. It now literally stretches from the bottom of the world to the top. Incredible. Incredible. It may also want an aerodrome, actually. Or maybe the capital, How Good, would like an aerodrome. Way the heck out here. And also probably a missile silo, just in case. Way the heck out here. Good stuff. Our Ryzens need oil as well, so if we want to build anything, it's all about oil, baby. Oil, oil, oil. Until the cows come home. Good night, Octopus. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. I know it's late for you. See you later. We're tuning into the USA. We are. Get the oil! Oh, we really do need it. We don't even know that it's here. We're just going to invade and hope for the best. These islands could have it. Often the coastal territories have it. But it tends to be concentrated toward the top and bottom of the map. Which is why it surprises me again that we don't have it anywhere. Look, we got literally every other strategic we possibly could get down here. It would have almost been perfect. The game is just rubbing it in my face, actually, down here. All of that oil. Not existing. Right. Do I want to produce a backup army with some slightly tankier units? Yes, but again, oil is a huge bottleneck. So let me maybe just build some, I don't know, maybe 2 AA guns and 2 anti-aircraft gunners as a slightly more advanced army to assist these sort of ground fodder kind of troops. And we'll start embarking them. I think we're ready to start making our moves. We should be. This horse is just not even sure why it's a thing. Let's take also the Admiral's first fleet off on its first journey. Let's take someone from chat. Admiral Marco's first fleet. FL, of course, military short for fleet. Obviously, everyone knows that. If you don't, where have you been all my life? Celebrating, educating, bountifulizing food. Food, it shall be. Let's food it up. Oh, we also have this army, who we may as well use. Where do we want to poise them? So we're going to be fighting Yellow. Yellow is not in an alliance with anyone. The Siamese are not allied with anyone. So we don't need to worry too much. But for future, we should probably be concerned about one of these borders. So let's just reposition these troops to this administrative center a little bit closer to that front line, just in case there comes a time in every empire's life where they must declare war. Or have war declared on them. You know, sometimes if the AI sees that you're getting too far ahead, they will have a go at you. They will have a cheeky stab. No. They're like, oh my god, no! Get the Karax inside! Lock up the Karax! The not British are coming! Thank you so much, PNSL, for following along on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the team, number 329. Okay, yeah, Kuma looks super juicy, so let's just sail up and have a look. Be a little bit intimidating. What we're actually sort of also looking for is oil. And I don't see any. Not to say that there isn't any, but can't see any there right now. That army's coming online, which is great. Let's sail these troops. Actually, this is a great landing position too, because they've built nothing. And it's flat land. Did see a gunner elephant wander off there. Something to bear in mind. However, this next fleet that's being built is quite advanced. And I'm wondering, actually, if I could quickly bounce in and grab something more advanced that doesn't require oil. But it probably doesn't exist. Landing craft could be useful, considering we're about to be doing some landing. Also, rifles is a reasonable upgrade too, actually. So, that's probably a good one to take. These units, I think we'll just station them there. They're all good. They're all good. Right, I'm just very quickly going to take a coffee break. Just gonna microwave this bad boy. Won't be a minute. I'll be right back. Isn't the BRB screen so cool, William? It's actually a gift. It was gifted to me by a subscriber called Scott. Shout out to you, Scott. It's so cool. I'm actually, the jug's just boiled. I'll be literally like 15 seconds. I'm not actually microwaving. I'm making a new cup. You got me. You got me. Alrighty ho. Oh, Ben. Oh, enjoy your dinner, friend. I'm glad I just got back to catch you. Thank you so much for your generous super chats on your birthday. We should be super chatting you, Ben. Off to a late birthday dinner. Well, you know, day after your birthday. Close enough. Birthdays are more festivals than anything. I think. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Enjoy that dinner, Ben. From, I'm sure, all of us who hang out regularly here on stream. Enjoy. So well deserved. It's sick. Isn't it sick? I know, William Tupola. It's so sick. Alright, I'm so freaking grateful for it. I really am. Like, such a cool, personal gift. Should you get to choose between bonuses when you accomplish a world deed or just one? I think if you could choose just the opinion of one dumb man on the internet, I think if you could have bonuses to choose between, that would be really interesting. The idea that immediately springs to mind is like the world deed for circumnavigating the globe. You could have, I don't know if this is possible, but you could have, is it possible to have rewards that aren't fame? Like, could I receive +1 naval movement speed for the rest of the game? Or is that next level complicated? Because if there were unique rewards like that, then that would add a whole nother dimension. A whole nother dimension to those deeds. It would, yeah. I thought that would be the case, but wasn't entirely sure. Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, in that case, my opinion, having multiple options would be awesome, right? I could circumnavigate the globe, and I could choose my reward to be, say, extra movement for my naval units, because I'm a skilled navigator through the seas. Or maybe, I don't know, +1 gold per trade route, because I'm a merchant. You know what I mean? Like, it could be really interesting, yeah. And I'm assuming that's what you're already doing. But still, now that I'm talking about it out loud and thinking about these examples on the fly, it's even better than what I thought, basically. It's even better than what I thought. To have the multiple options would open it up so much. The sort of story building elements, I think, is what I'm really thinking about. You know, like just the RP potential is crazy. It's crazy. I'm just gonna sail around here just to check if there's any obvious oil deposits. If there are any obvious oil deposits, I should say. Access to your coffee was purchased by the British for $54. Doesn't scale well in this era, does it? Really does not. I kind of want open borders so I can get in and see, and if they reject it, even better. So I'm going to propose it. How dare they? How freaking dare they? They played me like a fool. The one way to get out of that is to counter it back and have the enemy deny it. And that's what they did to me. They countered it back and I had to deny it. So that sucks. What kind of units are we up against? Embarked, we're looking at 30 to 31 combat strength. So stronger than my line infantry, but no doubt weaker than what these will be embarked. We're gonna need the fleet here before we start tussling though. That much is obvious. And honestly, actually, maybe more. However, now that we've got amphibious warfare, which has given us the landing craft upgrade, now, actually, our land units are nearly better than my naval units. Woof! Woof! That is an incredible upgrade. An absolutely absurd upgrade, actually. They should pay you more for that coffee with how high Starbucks margins are. I buy the cheapest coffee ever, it's Blaine. I'm the cheapest cheapo you could ever cheap. I can't help it, I was born this way. Mate, you got me back into Humankind. Oh, nice. It's a good game, Nash. It's a good game. It's a good game. This is ridiculous now. I could actually jump on them. And in fact, jumping on them while they're out to sea here would be a really good idea. Oh my goodness, they've decided to confront me. And we're not at war. Which is actually a good thing, because dealing with this conflict outside of the war will give me more opportunity in the war to fight them a bit more. So I can potentially take more cities off them. We're taking no damage. And you might think that's normal, but it ain't. It ain't. That clutch technology upgrade that gave us the landing vessel improvement, or whatever it's called, is insane. Like, 100 damage. I would expect a proper naval unit to deal that to a embarked unit. I would not expect an embarked unit, actually a weaker on land embarked unit, to be able to sink what would normally be stronger unit on land in one shot. Like, that's just absurd. It's just absolutely absurd. We barely even need the actual fleet anymore. Although we are going to have to sail them in here to sink this tough cookie. There we go. Well, that was swift and decisive.
Where have you been?
And also, I get a grievance from it because they attacked me! Eat it. That was a brilliant result. My goodness. How good. How freaking good. Hey, first time chatter. Enjoy your YouTube vids. Oh, thank you so much. Omicronus. What an ominous username you've got these days. Did you make it especially? Imagine you get to unlock new era cultures according to your previous era gameplay, i.e. you're militarist, but you need 3 builder stars if you want to transition to a builder culture. To build a foundation before. Yeah, potentially there could be mechanics involving building the foundation before, or requiring a launch pad afterwards, I suppose. Either way you want to look at it. Totally. Totally. Although it could be a bit limiting, potentially. Could be a bit limiting. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of my challenges, where maybe I want to bounce around and try one of each type, or I want to do the same type. I don't know. Average play might not really matter. I just needed a unique name built it. Right. It's a good one. You'll remember it forever. I love it. I love it. How's Humankind these days? It's received a lot of good updates. I'd be very surprised if we didn't see another one sometime soonish as well. It's been quite a while. Having said that, quite a while by Amplitude standards, which is actually every month, we've been receiving a lot of good stuff. So it's a good game. A lot of good balance changes have come into force as well. A lot of the really overpowered cultures, like the Swedes, the Turks, have been nerfed a lot since launch, but in a way that hasn't made them unplayable, which I really like. Like, they weren't just squashed into nothingness. They kept their identity, but lost that stupidly overpowered strength. So yeah, so far so good, I think. I'm really excited to see what 2022 holds for Humankind, because it'll be out of its infancy next year. You know, it'll be around sort of 4 or 5 months old at the start of the year. It'll be in its first full year. Often these kind of games receive DLC updates in that year. Significant DLC updates, not just patch improvements. So maybe we see something like that. I'm really just spitballing, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I think 2022 will be a very interesting year. And that's why I'm super excited, actually, to be going out of 2021 with a bang this week with Stream Week, where I'm streaming every day and giving away 5 copies of Humankind on Twitter, in case you missed it. Pop over there. A like and a retweet will give you actually fairly good odds by giveaway standards at receiving a copy, thanks to Amplitude Studios. How good? What is how good even doing now? Maybe just building a fleet, but we need oil! Oh, we need oil so bad! In that case, we're gonna need money for upgrades and industry for future builds. So, let's have a look and see what those districts look like. Not too dreadful. But also, not fantastic. Industry maybe... Oh my god. I'm gonna smash down these forests and build a whole load of industrial quarters here instead, because that is significantly more impressive. I could train up a fleet and ready them to be upgraded. Could train up more military units as well, actually. Maybe we go... Nah, actually, we've got enough units, I think. I think we'll be fine. Famous last words, but I think we'll be fine. These upgrades are stupidly expensive. 5,000 bucks. Almost better to just rebuild them. We probably... I don't know if we'll actually bother waiting to upgrade them anyway. What are you doing? What is this? Get the fuck out of here. I think we should go to war. I think we should just go to war. Next turn, we'll do this upgrade. Okay, 3 turns, because then that's done and that's nice and tidy. You just wait there. You just... Can't you heal or something? No? Okay. You just also wait there. We're going to upgrade one more of you before you move. Ching. Sweet. Oh, look who's brought their big boats out. The big boy boats coming out of Kerma. Kerma smells trouble, I suspect. Wow. Wow. Hey, that thing's got 5 more combat strength than this rifleman standing in the ocean. So, look out, world. We're gonna sink you so bad. We're gonna sink you so bad your head will spin. 1,000 times. Right, here we go. This army of 4 also not to be messed with. Big bad boys. Let's do the space game, I suppose. How good could maybe just do that for us? It's got plenty of room. Go on, how good. You know you want to. And we'll just station you there, I think. Just stationing everybody everywhere. Ready to pounce. Ready to absolutely pounce the house down. We could also pounce the house down. What am I talking about? Could also consider building some infrastructures here. Although it's probably a bit late in the piece for those now. We're sort of moving into the endgame phase. So maybe just pick up a couple of odds and sods, cheap ones, and then consider either merging or constructing shared projects. We might go for the shared project construct. And at the moment, it's just Big Bon. So we'll go over and place Big Bon in the capital territory. Or do we want it in the capital territory? Maybe we just want it in this mega city. Let's just plonk it down in this mega city. Right here. Right next to Mount Roraima. It's going to be about as big as around Mount Roraima as well. Which is hilarious. There we go. Let's build that up. And while we're doing it, let's figure out how to implant things into people's brains. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Nothing like a cheeky brain implant. You might buy saltpeter. It gives plus 2% science on cities with the Inventor Workshop. Great tip, Zoe. Who are all the opponents? Yeah, we can do a quick run through. Good call. We've got the Brazilians who are also in the contemporary era. Laser Bean. Puking Pumpkin is the Siamese who we're about to go to war with. The cool-headed, adaptive player. Not sure how they're going to go. The Brits have been mostly our friend for the whole game. Actually, I would consider them an ally. And I'm going to propose an alliance. Apparently, I'm not. Tinker. Oh, it's Tinker. Of course. Let Lucky is also in the game as the Zulu, who we've considered fighting up on our Never Eat Soggy northwestern border. And then the Cat of Nine Tails, who has actually also been my friend for a long time, and I would consider to be my ally. Are they the same one? Probably. Oh, are we stuck on turn pending? I think I might have broke the game. Man, I haven't seen that. I don't know about you guys. Actually, I would be really curious to know. Has anybody come across the turn pending thing lately? Because since the last update in particular, I haven't. This is the first time, and I've. It'd be fair to say I spend a little bit of time in Humankind, so that surprises me. Happens when I play multiplayer. Yeah, worried about the multiplayer actually. Hoping to do a community live stream with as many people as we can. The more I think about it, the more I think 8 might be a little bit ambitious. Might shoot for maybe a smaller one, maybe 5 people or 6 at the most. But that will happen American time this Sunday. So if you'd like to watch it, you're welcome to tune in, and some invites will go out today or tomorrow on the Discord or on Twitter, whatever way I can reach you easiest. Whatever way I can reach you easiest. Priority invites will go to the Megapixel members, because or the Mega Patreons, because that is one of the perks, one of the few perks that I can actually uphold and offer reasonably. So it will go to them first, and outside of that, it'll just be a free-for-all, I suppose. Audio ads are new. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Super interesting. Let's do a spaceship. Let's do a spaceship. Let's position you there. I think we are ready to go. Oh yeah, we're doing this turn again. Right. I think I screwed it looking at the trade. Maybe. We went with brain implants, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I don't like how long this is taking. Might have to jump back to the turn before, maybe. Probably should have done that anyway, because it might have been an action from the start that ruined it. Should I go back to 357 just to be safe? Let's go back to 357 just to be safe. Can't hurt! Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, just got it too. What do you mean by audio ads? Explain. Like, there's no picture, it's just sound? Like, is it audio only? Or is it an ad for audio beats or something? What do you guys think about those changes to the military in the last update? That is also another really good question. I like them across the board for the most part. You were still full screen, but my audio was just hijacked. Oh, interesting. And an ad for audiobooks. Huh. Sunday, or do you mean Saturday? I mean your Sunday, Tinker. It'll be my Monday morning. My Monday morning. Okay. Turn 357 ends totally fine. We do nothing. Turn 358 ends totally fine. I assume. Come on, turn 358. Don't do this to me, turn... There we go. Okay, turn 358 went through. All good. The superstitious part of me thinks I should choose a different technology. So I'm going to choose a different technology. And I'm going to queue up something different as well. Because I'm superstitious. Let's do... food. And... gold. Yes! It worked! We did it! Yes! Happened to me white syrup twice in the past 2 days. Not as common, but still happens. Interesting. Right. It's the first time I've seen it since that latest update especially. But even the update before, what would be the Fabius Maximus October update, even with that one, I kind of noticed a big difference in how often it was happening. It was occurring much less frequently. I love how I've got no citizens on science and we're just pumping out a casual 12k. If I wanted to turn it up, I could really turn it up. Superstitious pixel indeed. To afflicts, I don't get turn pending, but my audio tends to corrupt and then the game crashes. Ah, interesting. Is that on Steam? Or not? Not something I've ever encountered on Steam. Same time difference from me here in the US. Blaine, at the moment for me, it is 12:30 PM in the afternoon, so it's just gone lunchtime. on Wednesday the 8th of December. And it looks like we're pending again. Ooh. Maybe it's the space station. Which seems odd, but it is a common denominator. It does seem to happen after I go to space. That's it. No going to space for you. 4:30 PM, December 7th. Right, so you're yesterday. I'm New Zealand. I am New Zealand. Yep. Okay, let's try this again. This time just really safely queue up that infrastructure. Yeah, look, it works. Is it gonna work again? If it works again, I'm blaming it on the moon landing and you can't convince me otherwise. Oh my god, it did. It's the moon landing. In my very short, limited testing, I've discovered it's actually just the moon landing. Don't go to the moon. God, we need oil so bad. Let's do a symposium, because I know that we get a thingy-mabob for that. And whoops, I forgot to declare war. But on the bright side, we're probably going to get to upgrade another one of these rifles as a result of my stupidity. So, this dude, we'll call him Frank. Actually, Frank, you don't get to benefit. We're a couple of bucks short, and I kind of need you up there, buddy. What's a turn between friends? Fine, fine, fine. Let's not go to space, because space is ruining everything. Let's build a tech park. The nerdiest park in the world, and I love it. And also just like 61 science. Because that's really good. Woof. Oh no, that's too expensive. Cut back for the industry. And that's looking pretty. Idle city, doing nothing. Get some science, and I think some more industry. Industrial districts are just... Somehow they've turned into our best districts. Didn't play a single industrial culture this whole run. Which, by the way, if you've joined me for the whole time, or a lot of the time... Go you. This has been a 10-hour run, or will probably end up being a 10-hour run if we've got another hour left in us today. Oh, you're Australian. Oh, cool. So thank you so much for joining me for however long you've joined, but particularly if you've tuned in over the last 3 days. The first 3 days of stream week. Really appreciate it. Haven't had a game yet where I've built such a massive empire as you have. How'd you decide where to attach outposts? There are a lot of considerations that go into it, and I have made a couple of videos already on my YouTube channel. But in a nutshell, I think that for most of the game, most of the time, you probably just want to merge 2 territories, ride your city cap high, maximum cities with 2 territories attached to each one, and I could have upgraded it, but I didn't. And that's kind of it. Generally just attaching them for proximity, ease of use. Maybe if they have neighboring geographical features that suit them being attached. So like, here are 2 luxuries, which would be a good idea to place market quarters next to. So I might attach these 2 to build adjacent market quarters, because of course you get the adjacency bonuses across attached territories. So you've got that to consider as well. But by and large, you can't really go wrong with just riding your city cap real high and doing it big. Next turn we go to war. 80% of you called for it. So, you want me to squash Kermit? Let's squash Kermit. Fine. Have it your way. Well, we're at 100 war support now, which is amazing. So we can actually declare a justified war against the Siamese. The sullen Siamese, they'll call them. Puking pumpkin, sullen Siamese. Shit Siamese. Let's get our units on land if we can. Not quite, but the weaker ones made it, so that's fine. These ones are probably stronger than my boats almost. We'll trigger this fight with this one boat because what is it even gonna do? Nothing. And then next turn we'll take Kerma, most likely. Touch wood. We'll take Kerma next turn. Keep growing up these cities. Keep growing. Keep growing. Thanks a lot of information. Oh, my pleasure. Hey, well, thank you for supporting me. It is a fantastic question. Absolutely. I really like the concept of Humankind. I was in the closed beta. I think the balance is off. Sometimes the advanced era, like 2 eras behind in science, but where the most emblematic quarters do not have a tech prereq. The no tech prereq for the quarters is unique to Humankind. I agree. Otherwise, yeah, depending on your game speed, I've sort of suffered the same ills many a time. Many a time. Many a time. Oh my god! Al O'Neill! Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those sneakers? Wow, thank you so much for upgrading to the Mega Pixels! That is a whomper of an upgrade. Fun fact, that was created as a joke initially. One person was like, hey, I want to give you more money. And I was like, megapixels? Venice pixels? The same thing. And now you've chosen to upgrade to it, and I really appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks, Al. Righty ho. Did somebody say fight? This is a really good position as well because it's slightly higher ground. Boat stabs boat again. Boat destroys boat again. Units leave city walls. Don't know about that. Let's manual it and see what it looks like. I reckon... What have they actually got? Okay. I think I can trust the always lose button, aka the auto resolve button. We're gonna monitor it just in case. But I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Reason being, these peasants are super weak. 35 combat strength. We've also got the fleet sailing in just to rub it in along the coastline. Take a look at the whomping damage we're doing. We're literally just like bouncing through lakes and stuff to get here as well. We're firing on these guys. Firing on these guys. Yeah, a total joke. Thank you so much. Although I really appreciate it. I really do. It's nice to know that I can give a bit of time, a bit more of my time to doing this. Somewhat reliably. Although, of course, not super reliably, because anybody could change their membership at any time, but more reliable than an algorithm anyway, put it that way. So thank you. The Siege of Kerma was a wonderful success! How do you like me now? Oh my god, it was all they had. Huh. I actually thought they had... I kind of thought there was more. Why didn't we do that way sooner? I was gearing up for like a full-on battle. A full-on battle. Let's incubate this dangerous technology. And actually it turned out to literally just be nothing. So there you go. Close to victory in the war. Yeah, you got that right. Didn't even need to drum up the war support. Because they only had freaking one city.
Well, there's something to be said for
Oh,
unswerving
amazing.
dedication to
Let's curfew that. And we could vassalize, but we have space for more cities. And we have the war score to take them and take some cash in the process. So I think we should take them.
Thank you for admitting that.
Sometimes it is actually an okay idea to vassalize if you really just don't have space. But in this case, I see no need. The infrastructure in this city is actually reasonable. Reasonable enough for me to consider actually keeping it. I think it's probably quite late in the game to be bothering otherwise anyway. So I'm going to keep it. We're going to give it a charcoal kiln, which feels awfully out of date. However, it didn't solve our oil crises. So, the great oil crisis continues. God damn it. Again, saltpeter, tick, check. Uranium, check. Iron, check. Copper, check. More saltpeter, check. Horses, check. Oil? Nope. Which I think means we probably just have to march on. Are we friends? No. We are not. We are not. Would you give me open borders?
So, tell
How
me,
dare you?
shall we become
I demand you give me open borders.
situation?
Wait, did they cave?
For the sake of peace, we
Ha, they did! That doesn't often happen.
Us are born
Especially from an aggressive Brit.
are like you.
Look out, spiffing Brit. Wow, they actually just caved and gave me open borders. Which is really cool because now, what little do they realize, it might actually save their life. Although I probably will expansionize them along the way now. Maybe. But if they don't have oil, it could very well save their life. How are you still alive to offer me a deal? I'll accept.
This in spite of you. Inside.
I don't think they're still alive, are they? Surely not. There was nothing else on that peace deal, right? Am I crazy? I don't think so. You geared up your army, so maybe that's why. True, true. Yes, always Humankind difficulty. Yeah, always Humankind difficulty. It would be very rare if I wasn't playing on Humankind difficulty. Even for the meme challenges like this, where it's, you know, science cultures only or something. I prefer to push it to the max. Push it to the max.
You have
That's a
reached
free
the end
civic,
of an
so we'll take
archaeology
that.
axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy
Kerma
one.
benefits greatly from probably a little bit of industry as well. And harmony! Yay, we made it to a successful end to that tree. It can really go either way, that one. Yeah, sure, just bounce through the water instead of walking across the land, you show off. Administrative center? Ransack? Yes. War. Let's do it. Let's just do it. They gave us open borders. We can get a sneak advantage on them. They must have oil, because no one else blinking well does. Let's declare war with the Mexicans. We don't share another border with them, so they're definitely our next best target. The only border we share is Kerma, and it's our new border, so we don't really care about it. We've got this nice cushion. This nice Mykeem cushion. Protecting us on all other sides. Woof. I'm kind of scared to build the air stuff. The space stuff, rather. In case it glitches out the city. Do we have a missile silo here? I think we do, but I might just get another one just to be safe. You can never have too many missile silos, boy. And actually, we're just on the fringes of being a little bit short on stability. Oh. Okay. What kind of troops do you... Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh. Oh, dear. If I could bait them into this checkpoint to fight me, I think that would be a lot better for me. However, actually, here is probably fine too. Let's try this fight. They're gonna run. Wow. Really? Are my 4 units that scary? I thought they would have taken that fight. And to be fair, probably got destroyed. The turquoise that hate you have oil in the sea right by your border. Down here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's make sure we're prepared for that next. If these guys turn out to have none. Again, they're running away from that fight. Weird. Oh, dang it. I'll come back for you. Ransacking that in 1 turn. So we'll just take these territories as we sail along. Could get lucky.
5
Happenstance upon some oil.
Many different entertainments that are colourful, diverse,
But for now, I'll just sort of
legal.
pillage my way along the coastline. Planting forests as I go, of course. always the conservationist, is I. Look at that. I've actually done this area a good thing. The people of Bunda are very happy that their new overlord has arrived. Citation very much needed on that claim. So look and see what this territory's got to offer. The mighty city of London. Oh, how great she is. Hello. I think the fleet can just take this. I'm pretty sure. Does Platinum Edition come with the base game as well? Yeah, it does. In whatever game you're talking about. Hello, Poppet! Chuckles, I'm in danger of the Mexicans. Absolutely. You just do an American Southern accent? Maybe? I didn't think about it. I often don't think about what I'm saying. Spoiler alert. Oh, London is such a garbage city. We won't keep that. They can keep it. Look, there's not even a freaking resource here. Oi, oi, oi. I could try and kill those units, but I think we'll move this way instead. There's another administrative center. We just pillage all these territories as we go. Sure. Let's just do that instead. It's actually probably a pretty, probably a tip worth covering. It's something that people should be aware of. The war pillage thing. As you're moving through war, essentially, this is when it will be useful. This tip is really designed to reduce the cost of war score. So at the moment, I'm at war with the industrial British. It's an ongoing war. It's been going for a while. War score is roughly similar, so it should keep going for a long time. One of the key ways to make sure that you pick up territories, and don't even bother with negotiating for them afterwards, is to pillage as you go. Here you can see I've got this army pillaging this administrative center. What I'll do, here's an example of somewhere where it's already finished, is, after I've pillaged it, place a territory of my own. Expansionists, of course, could use their ability to do this for free. I'm doing it forcibly by ransacking here and then placing a new outpost. It's a great way to hoover up these territories because you're not claiming them as part of the war, so you get to keep them within your empire forever. Really, really valuable, because it makes even small skirmishes where you're not trying to completely annihilate your opponent, but maybe just conquer a territory, win a couple of fights, and then end the war, even more valuable. It's actually so unbelievably good. Really, really worth reiterating that one. Just because of the way that the war score mechanics work too. I'm starting to run out of things to build in some of these cities, so I might just maybe roll 1 or 2 onto collective mines, just to make sure that we're keeping up with our ticks, because they are actually taking quite a few turns, and we're nearing turn 400, so we should really be thinking end-game thoughts right now. It's selected just the one unit every dang time. Okay, send these ones along the coastline. Got the fleet coming up too. You're talking about Civilization. I assumed you would have been. And yes, the Platinum Vision does come with the base game. I assume you're talking about Civilization 6. All good. All good. When you said Platinum Edition, that was the one that came to mind. But also, of course, the deluxe Humankind version also comes with the Humankind base game. So I figured either way it was a safe answer. A safe answer. Trial Cool Guy Gaming. Military laser. Heck yeah. That makes city conquests even easier still. You need to be in a pretty strong position to pillage as you go, because the AI do get pretty angry when you start ransacking. Yes, they do, yep. There are a few cultures and civics that can really buff your pillage yields as well. I don't have them enacted here, but there's also some other real strong positives to it. Took the Huns and the Mongols. Oh, the Hordes. I feel your pain. When the game first came out, it was so much worse as well. They've been nerfed a little bit since. Oh, that's Zululand. Okay. Sailing around I go. Where I stop, nobody knows. Really, we just want oil. Ooh. Slightly tougher nut to crack, but we do have the fleet coming about. Might build a museum. That's a pretty cool +1 science per pop. Got 109 pop. We're starving again, though. So I'm just gonna go food. 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 And leave it at that. Because that one is, just as a gentle reminder, pumping out food to everywhere else. So pretty valuable for it to get the foodie upgrades. I'm still too scared to launch a satellite, so I'm not going to do that. But I will place down a very random Empire State Building and finish off that at some point. Maybe, actually, with Keep 'em Keen. Which is an absolute industrial powerhouse, need I remind. Oh, what a place. I'm just actually going to have to just... really just... What a place. Look at it. It's a shame there are these little buildings along it. But oh my god. Christ the Redeemer never looked so unashamedly beautiful. Am I right or am I right? I'm gonna capture a delayed snip of that. Am I? Ah! I'm gonna try my dangdest. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, beautiful. What a shot. Wait a minute. Sorry to dick you around, but there's something in the background. It's these units. Get out of here. You're in the way of my shot, guys. Please. Go over there or something. Go be boats. Look cool somewhere else. Come on. Jeez. Okay. Back to where we were. Shift F10, by the way, and then Q and E will let you spin the camera. So we're going to get a nice shot of Christ the Redeemer for a future thumbnail. Maybe on like a tips video or something. 42 farmers and starving. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This time. Snip and sketch has changed, and I don't like it. Wait, what is this? Where's my old snipping tool, bro? Christ. It's still a nice enough shot, I suppose. Not the shot I was after, though. Let's use the old school snipping tool, because it has this delay function. So useful. So I'll go 4 seconds delayed, right? Hit the delay button. Hit the new snip. Quickly hit here. Q around. Mouse out the road. Oh, I think I moved. Did I move at the last minute? It doesn't matter. We'll save it there. I won't muck you around anymore. What a shot. What a shot. Overlooker. Thank you for bearing with me while I take stupid photos in a video game. Let's shift F10 back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Again, here it is in practice. May as well reiterate that point, really smash it home. I've just pillaged the outpost. There are some cultures and civics that can buff your yields from pillaging as well, so it can be super ridiculous for gold. You can also get civics to buff your combat strength while you're pillaging, +5. But here it is in a nutshell. Smash down the outpost. Claim territory of my own. Boom, it's immediately built. The district that we're here, or was here, in this case because it's just one, is revitalized. And of course, because it's a new outpost, I can improve it in ways that they were unable to, like building a harbor here so I can easily jump across and take this island. Or perhaps shift-clicking a whole load of forests where trees used to not exist, saving the planet and also adding industry to all of these tiles, making the city's yields a lot better in the process. I don't know, it's up to you, but either way, there it is in practice. Do with it what you will. How good. See ya, stage. Thanks so much for tuning in. Did they airdrop settlers around Cristo? Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Like, how did they get there? And why? Actually, you know what? How good. You can get to work on providing a bit more size. Well, and the boat is probably in the best spot it's going to be. Hello, Great Barrier Reef. Looks like we're going to hoover up a natural wonder. Oh, look at these boys all ran back to base, eh? They didn't muck about. Let's fight them outside the city walls, because they'll hate that. That'll be really good for us. These units do have guns, so we could deploy on this pyramid. Don't really want to ransack it, I guess, now that it's mine, huh? But we'll bully right up next to them. Here. Ah, you coward. Ooh, a lot of Memphis has been revealed. This is going to be quite the chimichangas of the fight. I might bring the fleet around to where they can be a bit more useful, because it looks like, potentially... Oh my god. By the way, this is probably my favourite artwork in the whole game. This Great Barrier Reef render is beautiful. Despite living in New Zealand, right next to Australia, I haven't actually been or seen the Great Barrier Reef. Maybe one day. Sub goal on Twitch. What are we gonna need? Probably like 1,000 subscribers. No, just kidding. But just the render in this game makes it look absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So good. Oh look, and now that we're in friendly territory, we can actually upgrade these troops. Heck, I mean really, we may as well just pump this into a city. It's gonna have all of the latest infrastructure. We can attach it up there. We've just taken their land and turned it into Tokyo, which is incredible. Queue up 2 districts. Probably don't really need any more than that. We could add a couple of sciences nearby. Actually, let's just give the troops some cool spots to stand. Forts will be helpful. Let me help my dudes. Also, it might encourage them to not run away and hide in dumb places, like they often like to do. So let's just fortify the crap out of Tokyo. Neo Tokyo never looks so fortified. Fort Toki? What a dumb name. I'm so dumb. Okay. Right. You. Chop down that tree! No, just kidding. Just stay there.
12 agrarian stars. They seem to be growing.
They're backing off. They're seeing the forts start to come into fruition. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Me either, don't worry. Okay, good. New Zealand, which is right next to Australia, 2,600 miles, is now right next to. Find me someone else I'm next to. Find me someone else I'm next to. Yes, absolutely. Australia is our neighbour. Our closest neighbouring country. The only other ones who are close are, of course, some islands in the Pacific. So yes, very seriously, Yorkie. They are my neighbour. Have you seen a map? Alright. This is a siege that I could take, but I am keen to get the boats in, so let's just check if we can do that. Looks like we've finally made it to the top. Also scouting for oil at the same time. Must be some around here somewhere. Could be in these islands. But we'll come around in anyway. You're looking wonderful and fortified. You're just going to station here as the just-in-case brigade, rather. And I think we'll get you pumping out a bit of extra science for us now, too. I don't believe we even have our... Okay, we actually do just have our science stars. Well, that's good. Military laser is a nice pickup before we go to war as well. Might also grab... none of these are useful because we have no freaking... oil. So we're really pinched for that. Here is coal and copper, but could you find a single tile of oil? Maybe in here. It does love the Arctic. If it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be there. This is probably a no-brainer. Yeah. Let's sink the fleet before we take the city. Because it wants to die. If I sail here, I can get a double attack off in case they choose to run. They did not. We shall sink them all. And actually let them respawn because... I was going to say because we can keep the fight going. But, no, that's how you're going to play it? Okay. No, you're also going to run away? Well, I mean, if you want to run away, that's fine too, I guess. Hey, look, he's doing the emergency forest chop. I love it.
You're at the end of
I love
the
it.
ideology axis? Well, there's something to be said for
New Zealand is the greatest country in the world. It must be no other nation comes close. I don't know. I've never really seen many other nations. But on paper and in practice, I give it a glowing review. As if we needed +3 city cap from a space station, but let's do it for the fame anyway. We're becoming quite famous now. Insta-resolve that. There's a militarist star too. Hey, we could be in for a pretty juicy final era here. Really smash it out. Keep scaring off dumb boats. Maybe sail right into harbour now. Could pillage that. 2,000 gold from pillaging a harbour. Let's do it. Although we're probably going to take this city anyway. Although, actually... Oh no, we're close to victory in the war. Quickly, take the city! Whew. I was going to say, although actually we could probably starve it out a bit longer. Maybe do this, do that. No. Nope. It is on like a Donkey Kong. Let's see how we go. From family I have over there, it sounds great. Yeah, it's a really cool spot. It's a really cool spot. It's a really cool spot. I'm very grateful to live in New Zealand. But also, for some reason, increasingly, and I don't know if it's just because I've started doing more YouTube and like living a more sort of American-centric life, because YouTube is very Americanized, time zones and all sorts of stuff like that. I have this urge to at least see America, which I have never had before. I've always just been like, I don't really like. It's just like kind of big New Zealand, but for whatever reason, I don't know. Lately, I have an American itch. It sounds like something you don't want to have. Are you kidding me?
My toy blocks and go crazy.
Are you really kidding me right now? Is that how we're playing this? You punk. I don't believe we found any oil. What about up here in Landfell? Really? No resource? I'm tempted to take it just in case there's like another little island or something hidden here. Because that's just super uncommon. I don't want London. Fort Toki's already mine. So I guess it's just a question of, do I want Memphis? Probably. I probably just want Memphis and what is this? Landfell or something. Let's have a look. We've got 185 war score. Could actually just vassalize them. Maybe that's easier because they don't have oil. Less to manage. Yeah, they don't have oil. Let's just force Tinker to become a vassal of me, the Japanese, your almighty leader, and you'll also pay me 300 bucks in the process. Boom.
So nice when things are good.
Because of course you vassalize them, you get their stuff anyway, right? Oh look. How dare you? And also, because we ransacked this stuff along the way, it's like I've kind of already taken a city from them, so does it, do I need to take another one? No. However, it did not solve the quest for oil at all. I cannot believe it. We really squashed them into the ground though, but it didn't fix our oil problem. We've found 2 more sources that are all the way up here. So I think our next move then is probably down here, looking to maybe force open borders and expansionize and steal that. Could be the play. I also note that this turn timer is stuck, and I'm thinking maybe that's been stuck for a little while. America tends to give people a rash. Live in America these days, New Mexico, New York, and it's a great place to see. Strongly recommend Google Earth to do so. Lol. A lot of fun over here, definitely give it a look. Hey, Tinker. Hello, Aland. Good timing nonetheless. Seeing America is kind of a tall task, depending on what your criteria is. Just sort of lay my eyeballs on it for a bit. Not too picky. I don't want to jump back too far because our turns were really full on. However, we know that we can auto-resolve that battle because we basically let it auto-resolve and it worked. So I'm assuming that we can just auto-resolve it and it will just work. Although sometimes a manual deploy can make a big difference. Actually, that being said. Sometimes a manual deploy can make a huge difference, actually. So we insta that, we know we can do that. We also know that we can do... hello? We also know that we can do that. Yes! Wonderful news! And also maybe sneak a little bit more war scored there. Okay, so that turn works, totally fine. Close to victory in the war. It could be the war resolution that is messing it up. So I'm just going to quick save there, just in case. And then we'll take this. It could also maybe have something to do with the vassalization. We'll see.
This is wonderful.
Try it again. Station the fleet. Well done. Job absolutely well done. Yeah, looks like it's maybe the war resolution that's mucking it. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time for stream week. Absolutely we will. See you later. Omicronus. How ominous. How ominous. And shout out to the 30 people who are still watching on Twitch and the 50 to 60 people who are watching on YouTube. Got 66 likes today, which is pretty good going. Feeling pretty pleased about that. I am going to have to F9. F9? Yes, there we go. I'm going to have to quickly hit F9, which, by the way, if you didn't know, is the reload key. So if you need to reload, F9. If you want a quick save, it's F5. And we'll just hit it with an ad as we roll through. I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I could just take the city. We'll try just taking stuff instead. I don't want London. And it's good because I can't afford it. Right, try that. That'll leave them in the game. Maybe it's their own independent empire. It could be a point of difference. Could also be something to do with the fleet. So I might just retire them. Empire State in a turn. Not bad. I'm not sure what I'll do if it keeps glitching. Because I don't want to go back too far. So this is really disappointing because I haven't seen this happen in a long time. Rip Tinker, absolutely. Like this, I don't remember the last time this has happened. Such a shame. Okay, but here's an alternative plan that looks a little bit different. In this alternate world, we let the war end naturally and go really, really hard on science. Bear with me, because I think it just might work. I think it just might work. Maybe save during the glitch, restart the game and load. Does that work? I didn't think that worked, but if it, I would absolutely try it. If we get stuck again, we'll try it. My plan here is going to be to jump onto collective mines everywhere. Just station the troops, like don't fight at all. See if we can skip through, just to make sure that the turn will still actually pass. Just to check if it's something that I'm doing or something that I'm not doing. Okay, so the turn will pass, and it will pass quickly. My thinking is, if we put everybody onto science, I can potentially win without needing to finish that war. However, now I'm going to need to end it again. Let's see if this goes through. maybe in this alternative timeline, ending this war goes through. If it doesn't, I think we can fairly safely assume that it didn't move through because of this. Something to do with this is ruining it, and it looks like it's doing it again. I'll try F5ing now, and F9ing that F5. If you're just tuning in, no, I'm not a robot. I'm going to F9 the F5 to see if I can reload it during while it's glitching out, because I like Seaton's idea. I think that's a good idea, worth trying. We'll try that. If that doesn't work, then we'll go back 5 or 6 turns and just go really hard, really fast science. However, let's see if that works. I still have to resolve the war, so it actually didn't save that. Maybe if we just force surrender. Let's see. And if this doesn't work, we'll go to our final plan B, which I'm fairly confident will work. It's basically just don't fight the war as aggressively. Take the city, sure. That's fine. But just don't do so good. So we jump back to probably around turn 379. I reckon I can do it in 5. And we'll do that. While it's reloading, really quickly, if you're just tuning in, I do have 5 copies of Humankind to give away for Christmas, for the holidays. Giving them away on Twitter. It's the best place for giveaways. If you don't have Twitter, I'm sorry. But also, it's really easy to make a Twitter. Got 5 copies to give away, so do jump over there. And you just have to like a tweet and retweet it, that's it. And as Huck rightly points out, there are a lot of links for you to check me out in other places if you'd like to do that. Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. So, the plan here is, as I say, grab these cities, switch them all over onto science. MacroPixel is now producing alone 17,000 science. Marvelous. Just marvelous. Stuff the Gary Sons. They're not part of this plan, but research labs could be. The fleet actually wants to just yeet its way out of there. Bye, have a great time! As we churn on to full science. The game plan is now, we enter the game by being the most technologically advanced person in the world. I'm going to grab Exosuit first because it provides +8 combat strength. That's a juicy buff. The final tech that we'll actually need to research will be renewable energy. There's some sort of sad irony in that too, I think. Let's go police. Always. Always the police. Shame I missed so much. Definitely gonna check it out. Got used to no ads on YouTube, so I dropped a follow before. Probably start watching on Twitch now. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, either way, up to you. My pleasure to be streaming on both platforms now. And also, it's stream week for me, so I'm streaming every day at this time, and I've got 2 more days left. In this case, it is my week, not yours. So streaming week is actually Sunday to Thursday, not Monday to Friday for a lot of you, but that's okay. This ship's just going to be stationed here looking at the fact that there are actually 3 oil at least hidden on this one territory, because we know there's another one in here somewhere. How dare you. City of London. Ooh. God, that is disgusting. That is just such a huge yikes. I just can't get over how bad that city is. Let's put Industrial Central on full scientist focus as well. They should have been doing that already. Sorry, Empire State Building. It's just not meant to be. Also, Fort Toki, which has decided, actually, I don't want forts at all. I just want to produce you more science, is going to do just that. We're going to squeeze an extra 2,000 science out. How are we doing now at a race against the clock to try and complete the tech tree before this war breaks the game? It's an unusual ending to what has been a super unusual game. All good things must, however, come to an end decidedly early as well, ending the game around 20% ahead of schedule, which isn't that unusual for a slow speed. In particular, you'd struggle to do it on Blitz. You'd struggle to do it on fast speed, probably a bit too. But as you move up to these higher speeds, it can be a little easier to complete the game. And with my space orbital being researched, take my political platform to another level. What leader doesn't want to survey the Earth from space and set their horizons to the stars? Well, it's none other than JumboPixel.
Making your place
Boom!
an even greater
Boom!
civilization has equaled your
Boom! The game is being nice to you. You're right, Tinker. It protected you. Seaton, check Twitch, you got gifted a sub. Yeah, I think you did get gifted a sub, actually, Seaton. I think you did get gifted a sub, so there you go. Someone else got your back. Wow. Oh, look, there it is! The money shot. What's the screenshot? No, I missed it. I think I got it, maybe. This is not such a sexy money shot, but I mean, it does look kind of nice. There's some, I can't justify it. Either way, what a fantastic game. So in this game, we set the challenge of playing scientists only. We missed out on the earlier science cultures, where there are literally only one culture available. Unfortunately, that is the nature of Humankind difficulty in particular. Sometimes you just have to take your second choice, particularly in the early stages. Look at that. I bet that's Oilville, Tennessee right there. So we actually started with two influence cultures, but that produced heavy science gains. We started with Joe in the first era, and then, in fact, I can actually bring that up, can't I? Joe in the first era, and then the Morians in era number 2. Those were two aesthetic cultures, but they were the ones that provided the most science possible. So we did have the added benefit of Joe. Look at, this is Humankind difficulty, by the way, not trying to toot my own trumpet, but trying to stress, to answer the question from the very first episode in this series, this 3-part series. Can you beat Humankind with just science? Yes. And you can do it on Humankind difficulty, and you can beat your opponents twice over. How about that? That is pretty interesting. Let's just quickly run through what we did at the end of the stream here. So, as I say, Neolithic era, we moved through quickly because actually a lot of the cultures were taken. We were worried we might not even get Joe. We took Joe for science. We stayed in Joe for a long time and did very well. Good first era. The second era with the Morians was quicker. We had to leave with a little bit of urgency because there was actually a scientific culture available. And it was the Umayyads. A very bad culture, but they're a scientist. We moved through them fairly quickly. A pretty rubbish era, actually, in the medieval era. Around here, our industry started to slow down, but our builder stars kept coming thanks to our strong influence generation and our reasonable expansion across some New World territories. In the industrial era, we picked up the French, who I love very much, and did very well with them. They really surged us up into the lead. Powerful science generation. And then finally in the contemporary era, we rounded it out with the Japanese, who also provided us with quite a bit of industry, so that was pretty exciting too. We won't watch what everyone else did because who cares? Lol. I'm just kidding. Here you can see the fame scores, and really there was no great competition from around era 4, era 5. And that's to be expected, because it does take time, particularly as a scientist, and playing mostly scientists without industry or without lots of money. It can be difficult. It can be really difficult to get any kind of lead. We actually had a very favourable start, I think. So that was another thing that really played into our favour. A strong start was had by us. Absolutely. Otherwise, thank you very, 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 very much for watching me today. I really, really appreciate it. I also appreciate the insane amount of support that was given on Twitch in particular, largely thanks to the mod of the hour, Huck. Top of the afternoon to you, EK Gaming 41. You're just joining us at the end of the stream, unfortunately, but it is nice to see you in chat for the first time. Yeah, we got a level 5 hype train. I think that's the max that we can do. Thank you so much to Huck and Hills Shave Hats. Just kidding. Hills have hats. You two really drove that home. Also, shout out to Amplitude Studios, who rated us with a party of 37 viewers. Thank you very much. And to everybody who's joined me across the last 3 days. This has been a really, really enjoyable playthrough. I've enjoyed playing on slow speed. It's been really fantastic. Can you win with just scientists? Yes, you can. And also, a huge thank you to everybody who subscribed on their own rights on Twitch, as well as new YouTube members, right? Monkey Wrench, I believe, was one. Al upgraded. Ninja. Maltasea. And Little Kerr as well over on Twitch. Stevie too. I really appreciate your support, as well as your super chats on YouTube. Ben, Ownby, you were really the man of the hour today. Thank you very much for that, as well as, of course, Hoff and Huck, both of you. Thank you for your generosity and your time and keeping the chat in line. We're such a good community, though. I hope your job is made very easy by most. It seems to be. To everybody who followed along on Twitch and supported us for the fun, thank you very much for doing so. And of course, we are 3 days into stream week, so I will be streaming again tomorrow and the day after. Maybe Humankind, but also maybe some Civ action, at least one of those days. Maybe tomorrow, maybe on Friday, or Thursday in your time if you're American. One of those days will be a Civ game. Yet to decide if it'll be Civ 5 or Civ 6, kind of see maybe how I'm feeling on the day. So, keep an eye out for that. Maybe also some more Humankind action. And otherwise, yeah, just thanks again. Honestly, really appreciate all of your love and support and all of the hype for Stream Week. You are awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll stop rambling and hopefully see you tomorrow if you'd like to hang out with me again then. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to cruise us over to the BRB screen and just quickly type in any last things in chat if there's anything else to type away there. And hit us with an ad reel on the way out. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.